Hey guys, what's up? Happy
Hello.
September.
Happy
God.
September! Holy cow! Wake
Not
me up
happy September.
when it ends.
All right. Well, welcome to Roll the Roleplay, the D&D show that forces my players just to roll with it. I am Dan, your DM. Hi. What's going on, guys? Episode 17 now. Still on level 3. You may be at the end of level 3. We will see what happens today. But yeah, last session was really great because we had that raid from Adventure Corp, which was awesome. So if you guys are still watching, thank you again for your support. Special shout out to Isaac, Runa, Alex, and Daniel. I checked out their Adventure Corp stream, and they all seem like awesome people, including Daniel, not just because I'm biased and we have the same first name, but they seem great as well. Also, Seeb, thank you again for watching, and Law Tyrannus. I checked out their stream a little bit too, playing the Talos Principal, and they have a really nice avatar. They had like a hyena wolf, and if I'm wrong, Law Tyrannus, please let me know. But that was cool. Yeah. So if you're watching, thank you for the support. All right. Anyone else want to say anything, or anyone want to comment anything? How was your week? Cool.
I got nothing.
So,
I got
no.
nothing.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, that is completely fine. Well, let's just get into it, right?
Yeah.
More time to play. So let's roll into tonight's episode of Roll or
Well played!
Play.
Or
Will we roleplay though?
we will. Well, maybe.
Or will we roll?
Or will we
Dun, dun, dun,
die?
dun, dun.
It's all about balance.
I hope we don't die. I hope we go home.
We'll see.
Right?
We'll die DYE. You know, we have a lot of garments to make.
Oh.
In our last episode, our players continued their adventure through level 3 of the Undermountain, the Sargoth level, and reached Skullport, a 3-level town filled with various shops, inns, and oddities. Our group stayed at an inn that was owned by a shady tiefling named Quietude. It was found out later in the episode that there is a secret passage from that inn that leads down to Xanathar's lair. In the second half of the episode, our group visited a mage by the name of Tass, who owns the Poisoned Quill, a place where she can teleport creatures from Skullport to the surface for a small fee. It was discovered that she has a close relationship to Hallister, kind of like an old married couple. She explained that she is aware of our group facing off against the Waterdeep villains to eliminate Hallister and gain control of his staff. Tass provided information about the scroll of Revivify quiz, whereabouts of the Durgar who may have taken Azrak's dagger, and mentioned that Jarlaxle is in the outs of his group. Jarlaxle is trying to find a way to work with our players and is thinking of a bigger picture that goes beyond this war in the Undermountain between Barovia and Waterdeep. After they left the Poison Quill, our group managed to find the Black Tankard. Craig successfully intimidated the bartender, June Stonedark, and mentioned that the Durgar that took Azrak's dagger talked about going to a cave near a big forest. It was a lost level. We then ended our episode with our group coming across a sign that says, "Warning, Skull Island, do not enter." One last thing, there was a secret of the Undermountain that came up in the episode about Nestor's fate, basically talking about how Hallister brought 7 apprentices with him to the Undermountain. One of them was named Nestor, and he became a lich using spells and methods of his own devising. But his processes were flawed, and over time, his phylactery and body disintegrated until only his floating skull and skeletal remains remained. Yeah, there you go.
And his just his arms.
Skeletal arms remained. Yes, thank you.
You're
It
welcome.
is his head and his
Head and
arms.
arms.
Head and arms.
Got it.
Driven mad by his failure to achieve true lichdom, Nestor continues to haunt Undermountain in this weakened form. So yeah, that's where we left off. One thing I do want to mention, if we can go to, let me bring this here. Now you guys got done on level 1 at the west, but I'm going to take you guys to level 1 of the east because there was one point of interest I talked to you guys about off stream, but just wanted to bring it up for our chat to take a look. There is also a pet store that is here, and it is right here by this question mark. And it is owned by this person. Oop. There you go.
Aww.
Alright, super cute.
Not the frog cat.
Yeah.
It's a frat.
Oh,
Mhm.
mouth.
Not a frat.
It's a
Wing.
frat.
It's a frat of men.
Yes.
I'm looking at the thing that's floating by her head.
Yeah, I
what
know.
the
I was like,
heck
not
is-
the
Yeah.
mouth-winged horse
It's kind of fucked up.
flying.
So this is the feathered rat. It's called. This is Alvaria Snowveins. UL V as in Victor, IRA Snowveins, SNOW, V as in Victor, EINS. She is a half elf that you see here, and she runs a single story pet store. She sells bats, cats, frogs or toads, giant fire beetles, giant rats, lizards, rats, spider, and sturges. So she has her own little pet shop. So in case you guys want to look, if you get a little lonely, and if all your other players die, you need a companion, you can have that.
That thing that's floating by her ear, it reminds me of the tooth fairies from Hellboy 2.
Oh, God, yeah.
They were vicious. I do love me some Hellboy. But yeah, that was the only other store that you guys had not officially checked out, but everything else you have. So you have explored all 3 levels of Skullport in one episode, which out of game, thank you, because that can take a lot of time. But right now you guys are on the first level on the west side, and right here is this bridge, this pretty high bridge, that may take you to Skull Island because that's what the sign said. So it is up to you guys what you want to do now.
I feel like dying today. Maybe we should go to Skull Island. What's the worst that could happen? They're level 20.
There's
What's level
hundreds
20?
of them.
Level 20 attitude.
Just really, really skillful.
I mean, I can cast Ice Storm 2 times. It's so much.
Yeah.
And Moonbeam.
Yeah. Which we'll use properly this time.
Right.
That's okay.
Yeah. So, ignoring that, I think we decided to go back and check out more of the map on the previous area, right?
Yeah, I think so. We wanted to do the edges.
We're
Right.
edgy.
That's what I was gonna
Yes.
say.
We're edging.
Yes.
It's gonna be
Or
more
is it gonna
enjoyable
be
for some than
really fun?
others.
Well, it's enjoyable the whole time.
For some.
For some. For some.
So, are you guys gonna go to the old map? Are you going back through the
Yeah.
way you came to?
Yeah.
I just look at-
Goblin Camp?
Yeah, I just look at the rest of the party and just go, well, I mean, we really can't get that dagger until we go to the lower level, so if they're not going to tell us, there's really nothing we can do to help them.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I guess we are hopefully able to explore the rest of the Hobgoblin territory at least. Maybe we'll get lucky and find it.
Dan, is there anywhere else we could go in the Skullport map other than back through?
No,
The tunnel
there's no
to-
other hidden
okay,
ins
just
and outs
making
you've
sure.
explored. Yeah, no, just making sure. And also, I know you're not asking this question directly, but Taz also said that the Brazier is not in Skullport.
True.
True.
So, yeah, you guys have explored all of it. You went through all the taverns, all the inns, all the weird shops, everything, any social interactions, all the question marks have been discovered. So that is all done.
The only thing we didn't do, which we're not sure if it applies to us, is, and I'm saying this in-game, just
Yeah.
so we didn't actually explore the doorway that supposedly leads to
Yeah.
Xanathar's lair.
Yeah.
Besides
If
that,
it does actually go to his lair and it lets us go to his lair, we could kill Nihilor.
True.
That's up to you as well. I mean, you can definitely do that. You're just going to have to chat with Quietude or find a way to get down there, however you want to do that.
I'm just throwing it out there. We could always come back for that. I just,
Yeah.
while we're
Right.
here,
I think we have more pressing concerns.
And I would like to be a lot stronger if we're gonna fight them. A lot healthier.
Yeah.
I'd like to get my training done. I have a lot of PTSD from almost getting my brain sucked out of my head. Remember that, Simena? So
you were in a box for 24 hours and started to go mad. I think you'll be just fine the next time you see Nihilor. There's
Oh,
not much
yeah,
left for him to
alright.
suck.
oh, there's a lot for him to suck.
And she kind of does this once-over look, just like, well, lest you become a victim of the hobgoblins and drow, I suppose we'll find out.
As your friends are talking, you do see that that giant hollowed out giant spider with all the little spiders crawling out of it, and they're just kind of like looking up, and you're getting really uncomfortable.
Forcing you.
Definitely, I physically felt that in that description. Oh God.
Did you see the long legs just slowly creeping out of one of the
All
eye
right.
sockets?
I think it's time to go. I don't think we need to. Skull Island. I don't think we need to investigate that because we kind of know it's Xanathar's stuff. Also, I just don't want to be here anymore. So can we go, please?
Sure. And we're walking.
Oh my god! Please do not start that.
Oh god.
So
and
just
we're
for time's sake, I will say that you guys go through the way you came in. No,
Just
there's
like
no
birth.
surprises. Exactly. So you're gonna go back to the
beginning.
Legion of Asrock.
Yes.
So you are there as well, and Lurkana is not there, so you are just pretty much back to where you are. Okay.
And just to confirm, we haven't checked out this area
Correct.
and
Correct.
this area.
And the southern map from here, there's some areas we haven't explored too, I think. Unless I was on a map below it, I forget.
Yes, so I can
No,
bring up
that-
the big map for you
yeah.
guys.
Please, we need to see the big map.
No worries.
Yeah.
So right
so
now,
big.
you guys
Mhm.
so big. So right now, you guys are here.
That's gonna be this kind of night. Okay.
Yeah.
It
And you're the
is.
one who took a
Um,
shot.
So you guys are here
Might
right
need
now.
another
So the areas you need to explore, if you would like, are east of Stormcolder, of the Hobgoblin camp. So there is an entryway here, and then as well as here. There's also a couple little spots to explore here, because there were 2 goblins here, but there is another opening south of that leads to another area. Actually, hold on one second. Let me update this for you. I don't know how that happened. Boop, there you go. And then, yes, and there's also a little passage here, down here, and then also you guys haven't explored behind the drow that
Hang on.
stopped you.
Dan, sorry.
True, we weren't
Dennis-
allowed.
Dennis, can we get the map moved up a little bit so they could see what Dan's pinging on the map?
Oh, I see. Scroll down is what.
Yeah. Scroll down.
Okay, perfect. No worries, I
Yeah.
got you. So,
Thank you.
so in regards to the caves, you do have an opening here. I'm just looking here. Yeah, go perfect. And then also here, because this is where the hobgoblins were here. So, like, there were a couple ways ago. You were escorted into the town.
Yeah.
There's another way here. Also, where you were stopped from entering Skull Island from the drow, there is maybe an opening behind them. Never know. As well as other caves here.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't get past them without instigating a fight, so
Right.
Yep.
We can fight them. It's fine.
we probably could.
That'll be
And
fine.
then there's
I'm
also,
sure that's where it is. They're guarding it. They're guarding the brazier.
Maybe
They don't know it's there. Never mind.
Also, when you guys were fighting the drow, hashtag Nipple 2024, there was another opening here as well, along with the pirates here. Now, those are all the cave entrances. As mentioned before, there are entrances to Trissa's part of the town, which are here as well as north there. So it's mostly the caves and Trissa's town that you have left to explore.
Cool. What do you guys think about clearing the caves before we go to Trissa's?
I think that's a good idea.
Yep.
Cool.
And I suppose on our way, we're gonna, unless they stop us, we can always let them know that we can't get the dagger until we go to the lower levels, so...
Okay. Do you want to talk to Lurkana about that?
What? No, not right now. If they stop us, then sure, we might discuss it, just so you know, but we're not seeking Lorcana for that.
Okay.
Are you saying that looks like a penis?
I found it. I found the part there it's talking about.
Okay. So, As you guys start walking back, the Shrieker mushrooms go off and start giving off a high-pitched alarm sound as the hobgoblins start making their way
I'm just gonna
into the garden.
to stop and like not try to go any further to let them see who it is.
They do come by, like they're already armed, ready to go, but they see it's you guys, and then they just nod and kind of wave you guys through so that all of you are there, and then they look behind you to make sure no one has followed you.
Perfect.
So then you
Okay.
guys easily they walk with you.
Okay.
There's
Go
very no
here.
nonsense. They're just kind of doing their job, and you guys get back into the town.
Cool. Do we want
So
to do
you-
anything in the town or just go
Do we
down
want-
here?
Yeah, we can either explore this and this if you want to fully reveal it, or if you want to just go straight south, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, let me reveal this. Sorry. Here.
I was thinking
Um,
straight south. What do you guys want to do?
Straight south. Let's do it.
Yeah, because you
Cool.
I
have
wanna go-
eastern here, and then south here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South.
We'll go south.
All right. Sorry, I forgot to change the map. I'm so sorry.
Oh, good. I was like, where did all the labels go?
Yeah, sorry.
So.
So
I found it.
Oh, the orgy room.
So there's an eastern map here, and then
Oh,
south.
like it goes to a new map.
Yes. Because that's the part that's also shaded off that you haven't explored yet.
Right.
South.
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 And
Go south.
To the deep south.
deep south.
Hey y'all.
Okay, that is not the right map. It's like, oh, that's the map E. Well, no, that's not map E, is it? No,
Is it rated E for everyone?
right? Okay.
Just
that's
like
not
these
it. Is it
hands.
map F?
Mm.
It's map F.
Do I look like the DM?
No.
Nope.
Rhetorical,
Nope.
Justin.
Okay. map
Sassy
F.
today.
Don't have to
All right.
answer.
Wrong.
Okay.
All right. So
I
you
forgot they
guys
were on
are
there too. Wow, they're so close to each other.
And Kailus, let me move Kailus because he is back at his post as well. So he is going to be right where the other hobgoblins are, right down there.
Okay.
Okay, so before I go any further, I just want to reveal more of the map just to make it look nice. As much as I can. There you go. Cool. Alright, so you guys now, the bugbears, you haven't reached yet. But the two goblins, looks like they were fighting over something that you saw before, Zaymina. And I can tell you what is it again. It was, I remember it was like a figurine of something.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 17C. Great. Oh. Because Skullport, so in my book, Skullport is all the way at the end of the book, and then level 3 separate. So I have to like.
Oh no.
Well,
Yeah.
you did say it was a separate area technically, so
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Yes. So.
We can just say it was a
gob-
wooden plug.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, it was goblins. Yeah. So they are fighting over a 6-inch tall purple worm statuette carved out of
Oh.
lustrous purple stone. Its two halves are pretty much torn. Like it's like torn apart. You think maybe with like a mending cantrip, you could probably put it back together.
And I go, as if any one of us
And
has that.
If anyone has mending,
And
I
just go,
thought about it.
The
I had more than
goblins.
2 cantrips, sorry.
That's okay. The goblins' names are Dribblespit and Zob. Z-O-B.
forgettable. And then I go south.
All right. So you're going south.
I mean, we just want to see as much of the area as we can.
Sure.
Yep.
As you get there, you see a beholder and 3 gas spores, and I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
What?
Are you being for real?
They're not friendly?
Zombie beholder. And
Why would they
three
be there with all the goblins?
Right?
Was this
Man.
pre? Was this? Are you sure this was?
Man!
This isn't
Pre-
important. Don't even.
No, I was gonna say pre the mind flare thingy, and now that we took care of that, why are they still here?
You need all of you to roll initiative, please.
I refuse.
Damn it! Run away! Run away!
Turn order. There we go.
Oh my god.
Nice, Justin.
Why? Why would they be there?
At turn.
Well, on the bright side, we didn't go there initially.
Right?
But it's like,
Wow.
bruh. Why would they not move?
What is this crap?
Greg, I can't get your character at the moment. Zymina's in front of it. Okay, there we go.
Oh my god.
There you go. We're good now.
He was inside me.
Why is Mikil not labeled?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
I
We don't
see it.
believe in labels.
Oh, there it is. That was weird. Oh, initiative. That's what I was doing.
Shucks.
Crap.
Okay. I love this for us.
I'm rolled so great, guys. It's gonna be a
Hey.
great night.
You're gonna heal us all back, so it's all fine.
So amazing.
Super fun.
You guys fought these before, so you should be fine, right?
Which is why we know we don't want to fight him again.
I know. All right. Now you can roll initiative.
Not a sleigh.
I'm just fucking. My dice just went like completely off my desk into the ground. Okay. So, you got a 13. Do you guys? I'm curious. Do you guys see the name of the zombie beholder?
No.
And then at turn, I should know. Okay.
Nope.
No?
It shows
Oh.
up the token.
I'm just curious. All right. Cool.
There's a name?
For this one.
Jebediah?
No, Banathar. Xanathar
Ban-
said cousin.
Banathar! He was banished. I get it.
Yeah.
Mikil, you do have a higher dex bonus than
Oh yeah, I do.
the zombie beholder, so
Uh-huh. That's poor bitch.
so we'll do that. All right, and yep. So I want to make sure you guys are properly like 5 feet. Okay, good. Yep. All right, and then Michael 4 is definitely going to be okay. Great. All right, so that is what you see, you guys. You see
What is
these
it?
smiling.
What is
Go
the
ahead.
other three things? What are they?
Gas spores.
Okay.
You encounter them once in Xanathar's lair.
Brian.
So, it is Zymina's turn. With your perception, you stop and you look and you just see those 3 smiling spores with the one eye just floating, and they see you and they're going towards you.
Just
And you see a zombie beholder there with the.
literally rolling my eyes so hard that they would pop out and match the beholders. Like, it's like, are you for real right now? I mean, we could take a long rest. I'm just gonna cast Ice Storm.
Do it.
Okay.
Order.
All right.
Wait, but they're floating.
Let me. A hail of rock hard ice pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. It does turn the area into difficult terrain until the end of my next turn, but I don't know that matters if they are levitating or not.
Yeah. I don't think it would affect because they're just all levitating in the air, but you still do the damage.
Yeah. I just immediately, just like on reaction of my eyes rolling, just like, ice storm. Just no.
Dex save 16, right?
Yep.
Okay. The zombie beholder failed. The top gas spore. His dex is really low. Yeah. Failed. Bottom left gas spore failed. Bottom right gas spore got a natural 20, so actually saved.
Nice. So anyone who failed takes the full 17 points of bludgeoning and magical bludgeoning and cold damage, and those who succeed take half of that, which is what, 8, 9.
Okay. Sounds good. As you roll your eyes and bring out this cascading, just overcast of clouds, and just these crimson shards of ice start impaling them, all 3 gas spores explode. and it affects anyone within 20 feet. Just all these spores just hovering in the air around the zombie beholder. The zombie beholder, you do kind of chip part of its eye stalks. Still up, but yeah, you have that ice storm going right now.
Well, it's a one-time effect. It's not a concentration.
That's
So
right.
then I just look. Oh my god, you guys! It's another zombie beholder, and the 3 gas spores are dead. Have fun! And I step back.
Could you show what the area of effect is for that? So in.
Oh yeah, I guess technically it would be difficult terrain for you guys
Yeah.
until the end of my next turn. Yeah, I can do that. Linger.
Good thing we got horses.
Then in the meantime, Craig, it is your turn.
I'll just say it's like right there, because it's a 20 feet, and I know this is not accurate. And I forget what we on that was correct.
The token, the zombie beholder token is 10 feet across and 10 feet up and down.
Oh,
That
that's helpful.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be like 3.4
Yeah.
feet in there. Yeah. Yeah, that works. You can go something like that.
I guess something like that.
All right.
Cool.
So what are you gonna do, Craig?
I'm gonna frenzy rage,
All right.
and then I'm going to. So that's about 10 feet away. The edge of that is what you're saying?
Yeah. So basically, you were able to attack it. Just right on the edge of the ice.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Alright.
You do go into. Actually, let me double check something here. I want to see if the gas spores are still up, and if that changes your decision. Because I don't know if it lingers or not. Let me see.
Yes, for till the end of my next turn.
No,
Or
the
start
gas
of my-
spores.
So the
Oh,
gas-
that I don't know. Sorry, I tuned out and then I tuned right back in at the wrong time.
Okay. No, it is good. It has exploded, and the spores are not there anymore. So you are able to go in without a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's only when they do explode in that area that's when something may happen.
28 to hit with my first attack.
28. Yep. That
Get
is.
him! Get him!
You're-
Get that shooter!
It's his war cry.
26 damage.
Yeah. All right. Get a good chunk of it off.
Second one was a natural 20.
Okay.
Let me get my extra dice.
Notice with this zombie beholder, it looks a little bit different than the other ones. You actually see like some scarring around the eyes, like it's been cut and like part of it's been chipped off.
Uh, 28 damage.
All right, it is still up, looking pretty rough.
And then that'll be the end of my turn.
Sounds good. Mikhail, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take out my gun, and I'm just gonna scooch right in here, and I'm gonna try to shoot him.
What's the range on that? What kind of gun do you have again?
It's 30 feet, so I have to get a little bit closer, but
Gotcha.
like
I would say
here.
yeah,
Blunderbuss?
I
Yeah,
think it's a blunderbuss.
Lundy?
Lundy.
Mhm.
All right,
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, yep, that should be able to hit it. Okay, roll your attack, please.
19.
19 hits.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's 11 points of damage.
Right. As you
Piercing.
shoot it, you just see like the black blood just like dripping through its face, and it's looking really rough, but it's still hovering up, just eye open and teeth
Super
out.
fun.
Mhm. Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to go back around the corner.
All right, sounds good. All right. Next up is the Zombie Beholder's turn. It is going to. It's going to try to do a ray on Craig. We're going to see what type of ray it is. Okay. Craig, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. As this dark green ray is focusing on you.
Throw or save?
It's a save.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw. Mhm.
I rolled 10 with my +7.
All right. You take 28 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
As it hits you right square in the chest. It is its enervation rate, which is normally 8d8 necrotic. So you get hit really hard with that, but it is the end of the Zombie Beholder's turn. It's just going to stay there. Oz, it is your turn.
Yes. I am going to move in
All right.
out here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Blight.
All right.
So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 15.
It just makes it.
Okay.
Does
But
at least take half.
I think so. Yes. Yep. Takes half. 8d8 necrotic damage.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm fishing for all my d8.
You're good. All good. You just see it just hovering there, like bleeding out. And Craig, that hurt a little bit. I mean, you still have a big chunk, of health, but that was scary. You haven't got hit by that by a zombie beholder like that in a while.
I'm at half health.
Oh.
Oh, well, I forgot. That's yeah.
Sorry, I gotta do math and I gotta roll a couple more dice.
That's okay. All good.
And 32 points halved would be 16
All right.
of necrotic damage, and he
Mhm.
takes the entire because of my
Yep.
inescapable destruction. Time I'll probably use roll 20 for that.
How do you want to kill it?
Oz is just so done with these beholders.
Yeah.
So they trot up beside Craig and get a really intense look in their eye, and they just reach out, kind of like the Sith Lord,
Mm-hmm.
Darth Vader's choking thing, and just slowly start squeezing their hand closed. And as their hand closed more and more, you can see the beholder just start to dry up and start shriveling
Ooh.
until it just drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you reach out your hand to do that, normally when the zombie beholder like teleports, he's actually kind of shaking as if like a box, invisible box is closing inside of him as he's trying to get away, and he's shaking and convulsing, and you just like a shriveled up raisin, just getting smaller and smaller and shrinking, and he just drops motionless.
I was gonna say raisin.
There you go. Very much think alike. But he is dead.
Not the raisin.
Yay!
Craig, you do have level 1 exhaustion because of your frenzy rage. And yeah, you don't see any other areas of interest here.
Wow. I just
Well,
don't understand why they were chilling there.
Right?
And why did nobody told us that they were there? Like, that's the weirdest part to me. Like,
I guess we can bring it up with the captain when we go past and just say, well, we weren't sure if you were friends with the beholder or not, but now it's dead.
what if they were like
Now it's
somebody's
really
pet?
dead.
I don't think
now
you
they're
can-
a raisin. Now we have to tell them they're a raisin.
No, we don't.
They're
You know
gonna
what?
see. It's a raisin.
And
know-
we'll be gone by then.
The two goblins are like looking at you guys, like looking at the figurine, looking at you guys, and just kind of ignoring you and letting you do
Like,
your
the
thing.
goblins couldn't say anything to us either. They're just so wrapped up in that stupid
You didn't talk to
figurine.
them.
No,
But we just went in there and they didn't.
You did. You went in
they're
there. And
unbothered.
there they are.
They're
Don't
unbothered
ask,
AF.
don't tell.
I,
The bugbears are still gnawing on food as they let you pass because they remember who you are.
Yay.
And then you guys are back to the group of hobgoblins, and you do see Clayus, the skull cleaver, who is there. Hello again.
He looks like a fun time. That was out of game. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Let me see if I can actually bring up his character sheet for you guys so that people can look at it.
after combat, by the way, I would have reloaded my gun.
Yep, no worries. Thank you for letting me know.
Just want to say,
No,
I say that because you're gonna catch me on one of those technicalities, and I'll be like, I said it. I
Got
said it.
Thank you for letting me know. I haven't made a note. It's fine. So yeah, you're back in front of the whole hobgoblin group. They, of course, instinctually ready themselves, but then let you pass, and Clayus nods at all of you.
Multi-pass.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Can we get an Azrac multipass, please?
Oh my god. I want the fast pass instead.
So they nod at you. And he says, "Hello again. Hi."
Hello.
Um,
We're just looking around.
all right.
So, is this something, Dan, or does this?
There is an entryway behind them, but the hobgoblins are blocking the way to get there.
Oh, so I just can't move my character through them.
Correct.
That there's something down here to where I'm.
Looks like there are caves down there.
Oh.
Okay, we'll just go that way then.
Well, could you just give us an idea of what's back there?
That is restricted.
Okay, is there a blue brazier back there?
Not that I know of.
Perfect. Thank you.
Is that the exit?
Crickets.
Okay.
I'm
bye.
guessing only Azrock will allow people to go through.
I bet it's behind them. I bet that's where it is.
Well, let's
So
explore first.
Why would
Alright,
there be
so you guys are going to these caves, and it's an expanded dungeon.
Oh, Dan!
Yep. So nothing there. And then
I don't know.
just to make it easier for you guys, it is the river that's next to it as well.
Cool.
Yep.
Is this one a passageway, or is that like caved in?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it was a mess up. That's what it was.
A lot to reveal. I mean, trying my
Yeah.
best.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're
So-
good. All right. Well, back this way. Do.
I just turn into a badger and carve through the wall to save time.
Right.
Burrow.
Wrong.
You try no.
I mean, I can turn into a
How
badger.
dare whoever
know,
put
I'm
the
just
giant
burrow.
way, how dare you?
Yeah. Expedition.
Stop deleting my drawing!
So that leads to another map.
Wikipedia.
To save you time, it leads you to where the Zorn was,
Oh, okay. Cool.
where
And
the skull was. Yeah.
what about this
Sure, this.
daddy manager?
Thank you. You see
Another zombie beholder.
No.
this area. If you want to explore it, you can.
I'm gonna listen. If do I hear? Well, nope. Oz just went in. I go. I'm listening for Oz's demise.
Okay.
I make
So-
good decisions and bad decisions. Okay.
So
It's
what
the
you see
courage.
is what appears to be a battle scene of some kind. The floor here is stained with blood and strewn with a dozen spent bolts from hand crossbows. If you want to investigate more, you can, but it would be a nature check to inspect the bows in the area.
Sure. What the heck?
And further south, it's kind of a little smelly.
I rolled 18 on the nature check.
Okay.
Nice. I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. So as you're looking, you really can't detect anything, but then you call over the group, and then they come in as well. Anyone who got over a 15 nature check,
Dang.
you find the evidence of drow poison on the bolts, but the poison has lost its potency.
Hmm. Yeah, it's just blood Oz. I don't know what you're so worried about.
There is a
don't know what
really
you're so
bad
worried about.
stench
Hmm.
again, south, going there.
There's drow poison on these bolts.
Oh yeah, we
New
forget that they
ones
can
or
use
old
poison.
ones? Two Shot says there's a dead body down there.
Or many dead bodies, and they're all zombies. One way to
Or
find out,
zombie
and I'll send
barbarians.
Michael 4 on his way.
Yes, and Michael's idea.
Okay. You're sending Michael 4 in? How far?
I mean, I remember how far I can see, right? So I can look all the way down this tunnel if given. Okay, I can see right there. So he's going. Go
Perfect.
all the way.
So, he's going in. Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening to Michael 4, but then nothing happens to Michael 4 because he's a zombie, and things seem to ignore zombies. I don't know why.
So as you're going in,
Phase spiders.
Oh god.
Your favorite.
as you're leading in, are you walking into the area?
I'm cautiously proceeding.
Okay.
Like, kind of like if I wasn't on a horse, I might be tiptoeing, like slowly following.
So you
Michael
are going
Ford.
inside.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you get inside, the stench really hits the cave here. It's 10 feet high. You see 3 rotting troglodyte corpses riddled with crossbow bolts. Closer examination reveals nasty puncture wounds, probably from short swords, poison short swords. What you're kind of gathering is that you know that there were troglodytes that were enslaved by the drow. You wonder if this were the place where the drow killed troglodytes that would not cooperate and left them to die.
That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. You do also notice in the area, right here, there appears to be another gate. Oh, sorry, southeast wall. Excuse me. So that would be right here. Oh, right here. Oh my gosh, right here. It is right here. I'm sorry. It's just
Daniel,
hard to see.
Oh, it's actually on the map.
So you do notice that embedded in the southeast wall is a stone arch. Its keystone and base stones each bearing an engraving of an old man clutching a staff. That's what you notice.
Cool. Yay notes.
Well, if it's another gate, at least
Give
they're.
it better.
I mean, I'll go out there now that Michael. Nothing happened, and nothing happened to Oz.
No.
You're welcome. Really?
Hmm.
It's flesh colored.
It's the worst. Oh my god.
It's
That's
worst.
for you, Emily. Just so you know, that's for you.
I hope they're here.
I
To
think that
witness
drawing is
this.
just for a lot of us.
Oh god.
Are you saying only white dicks are appealing? Because that's awful. I'll remove it.
No, there's nothing else of interest here.
You forgot the
Besides,
tip.
okay. Besides, do you guys want to do this or like?
Sorry.
I touched the gate and
Take
kill
pictures.
myself.
So, you have the gates. You also have the dead troglodytes there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally up to you what you want to do now.
but can you describe the gate to us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll reveal again. So it is, it's a stone arch. It's keystone and base stones, each bearing an engraving of an old man clutching a staff.
Oh, I thought that was a body. I misheard you then. I did hear that.
Okay. We were focusing on the penis. It's fine.
Well,
I mean, so that's what you see there with that gate.
cool. It's an old man with a staff.
Mhm.
That's a little vague.
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't the last gate that we tried to go through, Craig got face palmed by a Hallister or something and couldn't go through?
It was,
Yeah.
it was like an opening portal, but then you weren't. He was trying to run in, and then it was like a magical wall or force
Yeah.
that blocked him from getting through, and said that, "Oh, he's not strong enough,
Not
So-
sure.
Yeah, go
not
ahead.
ready yet." Hmm.
I mean, the only thing I'm getting from this is casting magic, because I know any of us are not sorcerers, or wizards.
Oz cast Chill Touch at the gate.
Yeah, you guys kind of just like make room for Oz as Oz reaches out, and that cold hand comes out, hits the gate, and nothing happens.
Alright, I tried. I'm good. Let's go.
Maybe an old man has to stick his staff in it.
Has anybody touched it yet?
No.
Don't think so.
I'll go ahead and touch it.
Okay, just getting out your hand and
Yep, just feeling around, seeing if
Just go touch the button.
feel it. It's pretty old.
Filling it up.
Yeah, nothing happens with the gate. It is kind of cold to the touch. Seems like it was old carvings, very, very old. Nothing new. You see like some cobwebs around it as well.
Hmm.
Pretty
Also, is there anything on the troglodytes?
You look, there's nothing on them.
Okay.
Well,
Other than puncture wounds.
Other than puncture wounds and then the old arrows back
Okay.
that are kind of like broken. This
Well-
was an area where they were killed and just left here to die.
my question is, why would they walk so far away to kill the troglodytes?
Right.
And in the hobgoblin territory, these drow make no sense. And I'll start, walking back to the path we had came.
Okay.
Alright, who wants to go pick a fight with some drow?
No. I just want to find the brazier and go home.
Well, yes, but are we going south more, or are we going up to Triss's village?
Well, maybe we should talk to Lorcana and see if she can convince Azarok to let us through this western area. I mean, it's the only area outside of the place the drow have been guarding that we haven't explored here. And if they know where the exit is, I would be willing to bet that it's over there. So maybe we
fair.
can let her know that we need to go deeper into the dungeon to retrieve the dagger. Maybe that'll be enough versus killing
Yeah.
Trissa.
Because it would be better to have the dagger and then go kill Trissa so they can help us.
Yeah.
If we're going to
Also-
even do that.
Also, there is an area over by the sea hag stuff that we haven't discovered either.
That's
True.
true. That's true.
Right. So going to talk to Lorcana.
Okay. So instead of me bringing up the map back and forth, I'll just say you do go back to Legion of Azrock. Lorcana and Azrock are in their throne room. Both of them are there. And Azrock sees you. Is anyone going in by themselves, or are all of you going in together?
I'm going in with the group.
Together,
Together.
All
forever,
together? Okay.
as we go
Lorcana
on.
sees you and gives a sigh of relief
Friends
and
forever.
smiles and nods. Azrock nods as well. My wife informed me you went to Skullport.
Yes, sir.
Any luck
We do
with
bring
what you needed?
good news.
And all of his men are there still, too.
Right.
All the goblins.
And
are
out of game, I know, we all remember, we're not supposed to mention his blindness and that, whatever. So, I look at Lorcana and I just say, what you asked for us to retrieve for you, the location has been found, but it is deeper in the dungeon. We will not be able to get there unless we can go deeper.
Azrock perks his eyebrow a little bit and looks at Lorcana. And then Lorcana looks to your group. I'll let you know, dear. It's just something I'm looking for. Perhaps we can discuss in private.
By all means.
Azrock gives a
Yay.
little bit of a glance at Lorcana, but then Lorcana gives him the look, like, and then he just quickly.
Can he see the look?
No, I mean, like
He can feel the presence of her being like, I know you ain't.
He's just like, okay.
He can
He's
feel her eagle eye.
Yeah.
Evil eye.
So she goes out.
The eagle eye!
So
Eagle eye,
she,
no.
oh, that's throne room. Okay, let's see. So let me bring Lorcana. There you go. So Lorcana again steps out of the building and sees you guys and says, "Okay, tell me the updates. What did you find?"
Well, it seems the information was correct in that the Duergar had stolen the dagger. However, he is residing at a lower level. There is a chance he could come back to his that tavern he frequents, but it could be days, and we don't have days.
Okay.
I look at Oz as if he wanted to add anything further, or if we want to like short roleplay this, we can.
That pretty much covers everything.
Okay. What I will do, I will tell you where the exit is to the lower levels, but you must promise me that you will get this dagger and come back and kill Trissa within the next days. We probably have less than a week.
And out of game again, we have the time runs differently in the dungeon than it does for us when we're on the surface. So
So if you were, let's say, gone for 2 days on the surface, it would still be like a second or a couple seconds from when you touch Brazier here.
right. So as long as we leave the dungeon, we have a lot of time.
It's
Yeah.
only when you rest in the dungeon that time passes.
Okay.
Okay.
So like if you
Fair
sleep and that's 8 hours, you pass 8 hours, correct?
I look at the rest of our group and I look at Lorcana and go, as I said, I did not start off as a drow, and these particular drow are insufferable. We would want to kill her regardless of if you wanted us to.
Also, I hate the spiders. They just.
You need to let the spider thing go. They're just animals.
Well, what I will do, I will talk to my husband in private, because I know he only wanted you to reveal the level to you as long as you kill her first. If I mention the dagger to him on the side, and she says it very hush-hush, I think he will make an exception. Because he's getting pretty worrisome and restless. He isn't getting much sleep, because he doesn't know how long he can hold this around for much longer.
Understandable.
I will personally escort you. It is right behind a couple of our men near Captain Clayus in the caves.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yes. We block that off so that anyone who tries to course, forced their way
knew it.
through. We stopped them there.
I drew a picture there.
And this is a little out of pocket, but
Mhm.
do you know anything about a zombie beholder and gas spores in your area?
Oh, yes, you probably ran into it. We stay away from that.
Well, they're gone now, so.
We have taken care of that as well.
I am
Did
so
they
happy
just
you're on our side.
did they just stay there and not bother anyone? How did they get there?
So, his name is Nerozar. Nerozar.
Oh, you know, the mind flayer controlled them, didn't it?
No,
No?
no, I don't think so. From what I've been told through the lore and through Captain Clylu's told me, so Nezor, he can use telekinesis, but he challenged Xanathar for lordship of Skullport and lost.
Oh.
There's multiple beholders that try to fight control. Especially with Xanathar, I understand he is a pretty paranoid beholder, and there's a lot of competition. And Xanathar is a name that, from my understanding, is a title more than a name.
Yeah.
So if one Xanathar dies, the other new beholder takes over and becomes that Xanathar.
Huh.
So, yeah, Nazarod challenged Xanathar for Lordship of Skullport and lost. And, come to think of it, I could see probably Elquest bringing his corpse there and animating it. Possibly. It's too hard to tell, but Elquest kind of pushed that subject on the side, but that is a possibility.
We just didn't want to worry you should we have killed something you guys had managed to tame, but since it
No.
attacked on sight, we assumed otherwise. But just in case you go to the
Right.
area, at least it's free now.
Yes, it looks like it's okay, and when the zombie beholder, I guess, is there for some time, spores just kind of populate from it. If it's been there for a while.
And those are also taken care of.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, and I think that will help with my case for my husband, to let you guys go down to the next level.
Yes, please let him know that we killed it.
Have you found anything useful from Skullport, by any means? We haven't been there at all. Like, is there any secrets, anything in outs, anything that we can use that will help us?
I mean, we can share everything we know about the place. Because, I mean, really what it boils down to is it's just another area where races of all kind can gather and get provisions should they need it.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, a lot of it is controlled by Xanathar. There are some freethinkers there as well, but it doesn't seem as bad as the rumors say. It's Skull Island, as everyone has said, that would most likely be the problem.
Okay. And you didn't explore that, have you?
No.
Okay. Probably in your best interest, even though you are strong, there's a lot of people over there. Alright, I guess I won't stall for much longer. I will talk to Azrock, and then I will escort you down.
Okay, we will just hang out here until you come back.
Alright. You see her going inside, gone for a couple minutes, and she whispers. You kind of see, like, as the door opens, she whispers in Azrock's ears, and he slowly gives a nod.
Okay. While they're doing that, I just want to look at the rest of the party and go, as much as I want to go to the surface, if we have this whole quiz thing to happen, do you think we're going to truly miss out on a lot of Trissa's area? And that's going to affect it? Because if we leave now, we're probably going to have to do that. So, just a forewarning.
Doesn't that quiz also cover level 4?
Correct.
Does it? Oh, okay. So maybe not then.
Level 1
Maybe.
through 4.
Which, yeah, we haven't gotten to yet. So maybe not yet. I don't know. I was under the impression it was going to happen sooner than later. So maybe
Yeah,
not.
me too.
Okay.
But yeah, if we haven't explored level 4, we can't possibly be doing the quiz right now.
Yeah, which we can't do until we touch the brazier. So yeah, you're right. Never mind. I'm just amusing out loud. But she's like, oh,
because I thought the same thing. I forgot it was 1 through 4. So
thank you. I look at Oz and go,
no.
you guys do have such a better memory than I do.
Team effort.
Lashana comes back out, nods at all of you, and escorts you down.
Hey.
Let me copy her. Go
Holy
back to the map
crap.
you guys were just at. And you guys are with the hobgoblins here. And she
Bam.
nods to Claeus and says, I give them permission to go down to the next level. And he grants you access. And she leaves you be and says, please come back as soon as you can. We need your help.
We will.
We'll be
And
back. We'll be
boom.
back sooner than you think.
What is that?
Oh no, it didn't get deleted. It got removed or slid over.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, we're gonna let that be there.
Sorry, Dan.
That's okay. I found it really funny because a couple episodes ago, Kimarie, you were talking about the exit to like of the level for the longest time, and you guys were literally right here talking about the brazier, and I'm like,
So
it's
funny.
so close, and I had to keep a straight face the entire time.
Damn.
Oh god.
But yeah, the brazier is there, you guys. If you guys want to complete level 3, you can.
Yes, please.
Well, on the bright side, when we do come back here, we'll start here. Because I'm assuming there's like steps also going downward from this area, right?
It is a cave, so it's just sloping down.
Okay. So we can always go back and take care of Trista and then go to level 4. So
You can. It is up
Just-
to you. Yeah.
I'll touch the brazier. Let's
Fine.
go home, everybody.
Guys,
Thank
It's been a
God.
long damn
How many
river.
long rests did we take in this level? Like 3.
3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, so it's been. Ooh.
Mhm.
it's been at least
Yeah.
more than 3 days you've been down here, the longest you've been. So, y'all get your hands together, get to the brazier, and we're gonna take a break.
Go team!
We're gonna take a break, and we will be back in about 5 minutes or so.
Ooh.
See you guys soon.
We're here.
Alright, what's up?
We're
Hey,
queer.
We're here.
Oh,
Welcome back. Hey guys.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah,
everybody.
everybody.
We are back into the session here. So our lovely group just completed level 3 Sargoth level. Oh,
Hey.
actually, I need to show you the nice little quick complete level image.
Oh my god.
I'm doing that.
da 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 da.
Boo,
I don't even know if it'll show. It's not the right map. Do you guys see it?
No.
Well, it's loading up. Okay, can you see it now?
No.
No.
Damn it. Okay, let me just copy it. I'll copy it and then I'll show you guys.
Just blank stares on all of our faces.
That's fine. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
There we go.
So,
Oh God.
Oh, them.
yeah. So
hags.
this
We
is,
love
this
that.
is the artwork of the sea hags that are in the book. So
Yeah.
and on their giant crabs, as you can see, little eyes
Love it.
popping out. Yeah. So they're scary motherfuckers.
They
So,
should have used shampoo.
yes, there's a shampoo for that. So, yeah, you guys, with a big sigh of relief, are back into the main lobby. You do not see the villains there. You do see Strahd down there, who gives a big sigh of relief and takes you back up. You do not see the other villains yet. They have not returned. So you guys are up there.
Whoa.
However, Lyrel is there, as well as she looks to you and nods. Bring her up here. I just want to show everyone Lyrel Silverhand again.
Oh
who
yeah,
is
that bitch.
Yep.
That's the ruler of Waterdeep. Strahd says, "Oh, I am very relieved you are back. I got a bit worried. This is the longest you've been down there. What happened?"
It's really big.
It's being thorough, and
Okay.
it's really big.
That dungeon went on for literal years.
It's
Killed
been
some
rough.
hags.
Well, you killed hags. I know those very well. Hopefully you got something out of it.
Broken spyglass?
Well, it was worth a little money.
Alright.
We also
Well-
encountered Hallister.
You did.
And his
Yeah, it's not the first time.
and his former flame.
From what
Current
it sounds
time?
like, current, yeah. Ongoing.
Nice.
He
Former.
perks his eyebrow and Lyrel does as well. Form of flame.
Apparently, they're an old married couple or something.
Or at least they act as such. It's really
Right.
disgusting.
They don't like labels.
Why don't we go to another room? Done, and please excuse me. I need to use one of your rooms, please. And looks at Lyrel. Strahd wants to take all of you guys to. Actually, no, he's gonna take you guys to the back.
Oh yeah, Xanathar's
Ooh,
room.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Man, I've only
Well, we-
got to clean this room. Never
I love
clean
fitting in
it.
these squares, can I just
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
It's very soft, very quaint.
What do you mean
Okay,
you had to
tell me.
clean the room? Had to clean the room.
That's true, that was
Okay.
their job.
Okay, I
Oh,
really want to
absolutely.
know what had happened. As he raises his voice, what do you know about the Undermountain? About everything about her?
We just all look at each other and take turns explaining everything we've come across and
Yeah.
mentioning what we have yet to explore. Since we
You
just
mention. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you go first.
Did you mention about your Laxel?
I would not.
I would. Only because I feel like this is key information for Strahd to further change or maybe like administer, not administer, but like maybe negotiate different terms in against our parties. If Jarlaxle wants to get out of it, that would only hurt that team. And working with someone that I'm already part of a faction could be beneficial.
So.
Plus, I'm been friends with Strahd forever. I would tell him always the truth.
Okay.
Unless otherwise, the god above says, no, you're not besties.
I mean, it's up to you. However you guys want to roleplay it out. Let's roleplay that part out, because I know there's maybe some tension and disagreement in the group. So let's see how this handles out. So you start mentioning about your talk with Taz about the levels, how she's with Hallister, talks about the quiz a little bit as well, and information about that too, and Strahd nods, and also...
Charlaxle just was hanging out in the sex rooms down there. And
That sounds
Xanathar
like-
just hung out on the island, I think.
They're probably making use of their resources before the next level.
Kind of sounded like they were just convalescing.
Or if, in my eyes, I would see it as they don't really work that well together as a party. They've most likely been leaning on Xanathar's ability to have minions in all these levels to get through.
Apparently, there is a passage down to Xanathar's lair from one of the shops in Skullport.
True.
However, Hallister did block that off, so Xanathar wasn't able to use it.
At least we think it only blocks Xanathar. We have no idea if it blocks everyone since we weren't able to explore it, but...
That's very curious. Now I understand why he's able to access Skullport if it's right in his lair. Perhaps, if this is all said and done, and when Xanathar is killed and loses, perhaps we can make that useful for when we take over Waterdeep.
Agreed.
Have our own
Absolutely.
little shops there.
Well, I
Give
guess we
people
would have to
jobs.
wait and see what exactly remains of the dungeons, since we are going through two separate. Which one will remain once we complete them all?
So, any news about the other team? If she was so self-aware? Any news or anything we can use against them?
Surely. She was, very loose-lipped. I was actually kind of surprised at how much information she wanted to tell. I get the impression that she's not worried about anyone else, even Hollister, so she's probably very powerful herself. But she had mentioned that, as I had speculated, Jarlaxle wants to find a way out of this entire situation.
Oh, you're trying to bail on his team. Trying to leave.
Sounds like it.
Well, not that I can blame him. He has other things he'd like to do rather than
Die.
staying in this situation.
Die.
We want the city. What?
Well, as this... He has other things than staying in this situation, potentially dying as well.
Well, he's always also been more big picture than the rest of them, too.
Well, the big picture is mostly just himself. But,
And money.
true.
Yeah.
But that does mean that should he get out, that's one of the few powerful leaders here in Waterdeep that we could still work with, seeing as I am aligned with him as well, as part of the faction anyway. And it could
Maybe.
weaken their forces to not have access to his utility around the surface of Waterdeep.
Jarlaxle is an interesting one because he's a survivalist. He only does what benefits himself. If it aligns with another group of people, sure, you can work with them, but who's to say he's going to turn your back on you in an instant? He has killed many, many people. His men have killed many, many people.
We also have to consider if he is able to weasel his way out of being in this, who does Lyrel put in as an alternate?
Well, Lyrel and I agreed we do not have alternates. If you die, you die. And then there's a handicap. For both parties.
But he's not necessarily dying. Unless he, like, fakes his death or something, which I could totally see him doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
If, I'm rest assured when we sign the contract, it is with Hallister's magic as well. If he does not show up, and if he goes against the contract, he will die.
Right,
Yeah,
so
we signed
I'm
it in
assuming
blood.
he is hoping that we can somehow have the two leaders come together to make some kind of bargain for him to be released from the contract in exchange for something else. Now, depending on what that something else is, it could be beneficial to us, but in the event that he also dies while under the contract, is still beneficial to us. I don't think I would have a problem taking over the break in Dareth.
I think you would be a fine substitute for him. However, talking about the leaders collaborating together, myself and Lyrel, we both see things very differently.
Well, I meant more along the lines of how you had to, unfortunately, figure out how we could get another scroll of Revivify. I think that's along the lines of what Jarlaxle would be hoping would happen. I don't see Lyrel giving him a chance to get out of it, though.
Maybe perhaps we need to have a private meeting with Jarlaxle. All of us. To discuss what his true intentions are. About this bigger picture. Because I'm curious about what bigger picture he's talking about. It's pretty cut and dry. Your team versus their team. One lives, one dies. Including the leader. Then the winner takes over. That is it. So I'm curious if he's swindling us. If he is going to come up with his tricks to have you guys go against me. Or have us have false promises against the group. So we need to read him a little bit more. And who's to say Taz is lying? Did you see is Taz being truthful?
She had very little caution, so I imagine she
Okay.
was truthful. And at the very least, even if she wasn't, I don't think this would really disrupt our plans at all. It is the folly of man to want to continue to live, to experience life. Very few have died and come back, such as us. I don't think Jarlaxle has had that privilege just yet. So, he probably does have a very good reason to want to get out of this.
Her candor can probably be explained by Hollister almost kind of wants us to have an idea of what's going on with the other team because he feels it makes it more interesting, especially when especially when we have encounters with him. He's always itching to give away some sort of information. And I feel like working through her just... I think it just makes things more interesting for him.
You see, he nods and you can just see his, nicely trimmed fangs just drip down just from the top of his teeth. Very white and very crisp, along with his jet black hair. And, he says, Taz may be resourceful for information down the road. You can visit her again. If you can go to Skullport, probably touch base with her about a few things. She could be useful. She is neutral, I would assume, but I think she would be willing to help, and if it's going to help Alistair, it'll help you. See. But anyways...
I think it's as wise to regard her as neutral as Hollister is, which, Hollister is neutral until we finally come before him.
Yeah. As you start talking, Craig, you hear very loudly coming from the tavern, "Oh, it's so good to be back. It took so long. Oh, but it was such a fun time."
Yes. Oh
You
god.
guys all
I'll just say,
look out
yeah.
and you see
Speak of the
the
devil.
rest of the troop hop out. See
And now,
Xanathar,
before we
Manchun,
leave, yeah, I just want to look at
Gaslighter.
Strahd in regards to what he was saying about Jarlaxle and just say,
Sure.
he is a very hard man to read, so if you do want to have a meeting, I'm sure we can have that arranged at the tavern. Or Troll Skull, I should say. Our tavern. Not this one.
Organize the meeting, and then let me know. And then I will show up.
Well, I guess we
So,
better go greet the other team and show them we arrived first for once, shall we?
Hey.
So yeah, you see the group. You guys easily perceive Jarlaxle. He looks very happy, refreshed. You do notice, especially all of you do, but Zaymini, you especially notice there is a big kind of bruise on one of the right parts of his neck. Maybe he got a hickey. You don't know what happened, but he's looking around and says, "You know, that's got to be my most favorite level ups." He looks at the Castellantis, who just look disgusted. Oh, it was just so vivacious and vibrant. Just awakened the tiger and said, "Oh, look, our friends are back. Oh, they're actually back first this time. How was it? Tell me."
I can imagine where you've been, Jarlaxle, and I can't say the same for us. But she gives like a smile, like acknowledging she knows exactly what he's been doing.
Manchun looks around, no expression on his face, and looks at Krieg. "Hello, Krieg. It's been a while."
What's going on, Manny?
Was not ready for
I never
that.
thought you would call him that. That is great.
I just
he gives you a big squint, no expression. "I would like it if you and I had a conversation. Privately.
Of course.
Sometime in the future."
We can have it now if you prefer.
As long as your family is fine with that. My group is fine, and we can talk. Let's grab a room.
Of course.
Don't you want witnesses, Craig?
So Manchun
fine.
is going, he's offering to go upstairs in one of the beds. One of the rooms.
Oh,
That's
one of
fine.
those meetings.
Yeah.
I got inspired.
So
he was
gets going up.
also aroused by the penis on the map.
So you guys are going upstairs. Castellanters are there, and they look at each other and say, "Darling, yes, darling. Oh, it was so treacherous with all the ugly hangs that were down there. It just was so disgusting. I know, darling, but the blood of those goblins just coating the floors were so exuberant. Oh, it just brought so much joy." "That is true, darling. It was easy kill, easy prey. Oh, hello, everyone."
I look at them and I wanted to like just observed if they even look like they've like even been in combat, like them saying it's so easy, so bloody, like are they even covered in blood? Do they look like they've even been within range of combat?
You don't see any blood on them. If you want to do an insight check further to see what they're trying to exude, you're more than welcome to.
Exuding lies.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to insight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sure.
wait, I just rolled 20 plus 7. That's not how that works.
Oh!
I was like, natural 20, wait a minute. 15.
15. Okay. What you gather, again, they're being so shallow, it's kind of hard to read, plus normally you're kind of disinterested in them. However, they are being very condescending, very shallow. They are communicating in a way that shows how powerful they are, and how joyous it felt to annihilate a whole race, and to, without even question, just enjoy the luxuries of just killing the goblins, hobgoblins. They said everyone in the town, so probably even the children,
Right.
even the orphanage.
mean-
You get a feeling for them. They have no remorse. They are vile, evil people that just do whatever they want, especially if it's lower class. They will just kill them in an instant.
Right. I mean, I can like relate in a certain sense of like just killing for the sake of killing, but maybe not in this same regard. And I like it's a little beneath her to like do that because there's still people who have use, like, you know. So and she kind of turns her head and like quirks a brow at them in regards to their little flaunting, and she goes, "Wouldn't it be more powerful to be able to manipulate people without resorting to bloodshed? I mean, what use is a corpse if you can't actually use it if it's unintelligible?"
Amalia Castellanter says, "Oh, like that? Like your little mushroom zombie friend just coming from the ground?" No, love, no, no, no. See, we have charmed people before and had them kill, their loved ones. We have done that. It was just easy slaughter, easy prey. It was more efficient. No, we don't want to get our hands too dirty. I mean, of course, Azrak, the blind, unfortunate soul, he really is kind of useless, so controlling him really wouldn't do anything. But just having a meteor storm just fall down, having bloodshed, just daggers across their throats. Okay, well, I see that you are easily bored with this intellectual conversation. 'Cause your
There's
mind
nothing
cannot
intellectual
comprehend
about
them.
killing things. Anyone can kill. The people you look down on can kill. Children can kill. Animals kill. Anyone can kill. It's only those who can truly make something beautiful of the bodies they destroy.
Oh my goodness, that is exhausting. Darling, yes, darling, can you take over? Very well. Dimina, killing is an art form. Right. Think
No,
of this.
murder is an art form. Killing
There's no
is
use for
boring,
this one.
barbaric peasant things.
You really quite are a nuisance. No wonder you shrivel up to mushroom zombies. No one else wants to do any biddings for you. Well, we will let you be. We're going to leave, Lyrel. Goodbye. Toodaloo. And they make their way out.
Oh, I'm glad they think. And I look at, I don't know who's nearby me.
Mhm.
I guess Starlax will be. It's like, well, it's good they think I'm a
Starlax.
nuisance. I love being on people's minds.
Mhm.
You've been on my mind all the time, love. In a non-sexual way, but it's all good. It's fine.
You can say
get
that
it
to me in a straight face, knowing what was down in that dungeon? Oh, Charlaxel, you can't even fool me with that one. And then I take a sip of my wine.
He gets in, he talks to Durna and wants a whole bottle of Sunset Blush. He looks at that. Xanathar is looking around and looks at you, Mikhail. Starts floating closer to you.
Sorry.
We've all picked the people we want to interact with the most out of all these people.
I'm just it's become very fast.
Xanathar coming up to me.
Xanathar looks at
Great.
you and says, "Hi there, prey."
Hi there, googly eyes.
How was it visiting my town?
You should really work on it. It's pretty run down and quite disgusting.
He gets closer to you. Nihilor told me how close he was in killing you. I got plans for you when he does.
Oh, so Nihilor's gonna kill me, not you? You don't want that honor of killing the awesome Mikhail? You know Kill's in my name, right?
Yes, I do. Nihilor's not one for killing, only in self-defense, unless I tell him to, which I may do.
Your little bitch boy. Okay.
This conversation is, everyone's hearing this, right?
Oh yeah, it's out in the open. He is not. Like Rel's
Let
looking
me
a little worried about it.
Yeah, I just look.
He's
I just look
like,
over at the two and I go,
Again,
well,
wait.
if he's anything of a pushover like Hulquist was, I'm not too worried about it.
Ulquest is his name.
Oh. Oh, I guess I'll have to try and remember that for the quiz.
Yes, the
Easily
quiz.
forgettable.
You know,
Like you.
now that we're talking about the quiz, do you think your real name would show up and not just the Xanathar, the title?
What do you mean? Xanathar is my name.
Sure.
It's not what we heard from our little zombie beholder friend we found down there.
What was his name again? Oh, what was it? Nezwar?
Doesn't matter.
He
He means nothing.
Nerozar.
Lyrel's there again. Says, Xanathar, Go home. Now. And you guys see her
Yeah.
hair
You
in the
should
back of
probably
her
go
head.
check on your fish.
As you've done that, her gray hair starts getting longer and extending a bit as it's kind of flipping up, kind of like
Tendrils.
it's windy a little bit.
Mm.
Xanathar sees that his pupil gets like very small, and he nods and he hurriedly leaves as
Okay.
well, and
Damn.
doesn't acknowledge you, Oz, when Lyrell's hair was getting longer.
Bye, Felicia.
Craig, while this is going on, you and
Me.
Manchun are upstairs.
Do you need us to
Stop it.
mute ourselves or deafen ourselves, whatever?
Actually, this would be good. Yeah, if you could, thank you for that.
Cool.
Okay.
We
I
haven't
want to
done
have a
this in
good one-on-one
so
conversation
long.
with Craig.
I know. Enjoy. It's like with Hallister. I hope you take notes.
Yeah,
Boo-boo.
you get all these one-on-ones. So jelly.
Mhm.
I just
Oh my
get threatened out in
God.
public. It's fine.
I like how Oz is already deafened and we're sitting
Yeah.
here complaining.
All right, okay, good. Okay, Craig, and hope the check can hear us, both Craig and myself. So Craig, Manchun is there, and he looks very posed. He's not looking threatening, of course, because if he were to do any harm to you, likewise, it would be dead. And he gets room, says, "Have a seat. We need to talk."
Sure.
Normally, people like you are bottom of my shoe. I despise people who are overconfident just because they have muscle.
My overconfidence, my confidence, I should say, does not come from my muscle.
Your overconfidence caused one of your friends to be killed, which was your fault.
That was petty, and you didn't have to do that to prove a point.
I did. You challenged me, Craig. I didn't want to have to kill her in front of everyone, but the disrespect that happened.
You could have handled that disrespect much differently. Our score could have waited until the end of this game. But you
So
tried to weaken me, and I will remember that.
Weaken you? Oh, Craig, you're the strong one, remember?
All
You're
of
the
us are
one
strong.
who leads. But I had to do that. I could not let that wait for more levels. The disrespect. Was I disrespectful to you beforehand? I was merely stating the obvious. I'm an observant person, Craig. I am the leader of the Black Network. I lead the Zentarum. They look up to me. All dealings, all black markets, values, inspirations, whatever, come through me. I don't get to my point because people show me disrespect, I kill them on the spot. The contract saved you.
Fine, then I will say this between us. Before this is over, actually, when this is over, your head will be on a pike. And I say this between us so that your friends, your lackeys in the Zentarum, don't have to hear this and don't have to hear the disrespect. I say this to your face and your face alone. I will have my vengeance.
I hate to break the news to you, Craig. But your vengeance will not be fulfilled. I wanted to give a chance to have a nice conversation with you. But now I have to do things.
Why must we put on airs, Manchun?
Because
This is a contractual obligation that we must play nice with each other. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
neither do I. But we can benefit from this. But since it seems you do not want to work with me, I have to take matters into my
What
own
do you
hands.
need? What do you want? And I will consider it.
Just to be open-minded.
To what? You realize at the end of this, there is only death waiting for one of us.
He looks at his fingernails as he's just not acknowledging you face to face, being very disrespectful. I heard that someone in your neighborhood has perished or is missing. That leaves free real estate. So I took it upon myself to get to the market and capitalize on this opportunity. Strahd Horn and Schemo are going to open a potion store in place of Fala's. Strahd will be there, and I know you have history with her, as well as the neighborhood. So just be on your best behavior. Because if you're not, word will travel fast to me.
My behavior is not the one you're going to have to worry about.
And then I will blow up the Raven Queen Temple in the City of the Dead. If you do anything. And with that, I'm gonna make my leave.
Can I ask you one thing?
You have 2 seconds. As he is now looking at you and is walking on.
If I am not the one to instigate things, what happens then? Will you give your friends the same warning
Of course.
and the same consequences for them?
Of course. I'm a man of my word, Craig. And I hope you are the same.
I will be this. I am a man of my word.
He walks downstairs. Yep. Yep. Manshun is going downstairs and walking out the door unless you guys want to say anything or do anything. Yeah.
They don't have their stuff back yet.
No, they don't. Okay, yep.
Okay, they're now they're back. We're here.
I'm here.
Yep.
I got y'all.
Manshun is walking downstairs. I'm sure Craig's following as well. And Manshun is just planning to walk outside unless you guys, if you want to talk to him or do anything.
What's the vibes when they come downstairs?
Manshun's pretty stone-faced as well. I'm sure Craig can explain later on how he feels.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where you see right now.
Okay.
Bye. All right.
All right, so he leaves. Jarlaxle's just there. He's just enjoying drinks. And he probably, and I will say in about probably like 20 minutes or so, he's not gonna stay too long. He's gonna leave too, unless you guys want to say anything or talk to him about anything.
Not while Lyrel is there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No worries.
Correct.
All right. Then Jarlaxle leaves, and as well Lyrel leaves.
Alrighty.
Can I ask
So
you a
you have
question?
Stern and Strahd, and you haven't noticed any new patrons, anyone new in this tavern. It looks like this has been on lockdown as a special operation, and
Yeah,
yeah, so
I hope they're giving Durnan the money to
Mhm.
to keep everything up and the money that he's
Yeah.
losing.
well, I mean, he doesn't need any servers or anyone right now. There's no one to really serve. Unfortunately.
She's
So,
dead.
She is. So Strahd is offering to escort you guys back to Trollskull Tavern if you want.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, with seeing the whole Lyrel and Xanathar,
Mm-hmm.
since Mikhail was like up close and watching that,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I don't know if this is outer gamer or in gamer, but
Yeah.
what my brain wants to say is that like seeing her hair grow and
Mhm.
seeing him like his tentacles and eye stalks and him like
Yeah.
and he like obeyed her
Mhm.
right away, it kind of
Mhm.
feels like she has some like control or power over him. Is
like try. Okay, I see what you mean. Like you want to
or
see if
were
it's
those
like a
two things
magical
like not
effect or
related at
something.
all?
Sure. I will just give it to you. It doesn't look anything magical, like she wasn't charming him or anything like that. It seemed more like an intimidation tactic. From
The hair
from the-
growing was intimidation. Okay.
Yes, that is correct.
Maybe it's more that she is also powerful enough to make someone like Xanathar be afraid.
Correct.
Similar to Strahd,
is,
who could
yeah.
probably easily kill one of us as well.
Yeah. I mean,
For now.
and yeah, and with your passive intelligence, Mikhail, you know, like someone has to be really powerful to control these five villains, and keep them in check, especially if they are so against the law and trying to control the town. Lyrel seems to be very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's kind of what you get from that.
You think during that whole time I could have just started finishing up my notes, but no, I just started dancing to music instead.
That's
so-
okay.
That's fine. Sometimes you gotta
All
vibe.
right. I was doing my notes, so
yeah,
we're
I tried
good.
not to listen to Dennis, so I was like, I better put
Oh,
something on my
that's fair.
headphones. Yeah. All right, but I'm ready to go. If everybody else is ready to go.
Same.
I just wants to ask Strahd, like, if he knows
Yes.
what Lyrel's hair just started moving around when she was talking to Xanathar. Do you know what that is?
I do. She has an ability to attack with her hair.
What kind
Oh,
of person has
Christ.
an ability to do that?
What the
I really
fuck,
love-
Strahd?
He,
Is she
like,
truly a
He
human?
squintily looks at you like,
Sorry, I had a few too many cherries.
Sindel from Mortal Kombat could attacks with her hair, so
Right. I just we would assume she's
out of
on
game.
some sort of. Or, okay, I was gonna say like we do not know this Mortal Kombat or Sindel.
Right?
she is capable of extending her hair and using it as a weapon and do multiple attacks
Hmm.
How?
without even having.
And she's just a human?
Correct.
Well, I'm assuming she has to be some spellcaster. Then that is interesting.
That is also correct.
Hmm. Then again, I can turn into animals, so what's a little hair whipping, I suppose. And then I stand up, ready to leave.
Yeah, I'm good after that.
All right, so you guys go back to. I mean, I will say, Craig, if you want to say anything to your group on the way there, you can. How does Craig look right now? I will say.
Conflicted, perturbed.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them when we get back to
Of course. No worries.
Do you want to do it when Strahd is there, or when
Yes.
Strahd is gone?
when Strahd is there. He needs to know
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys get back to Trosco Tavern, and you guys are so happy to see all that. You do notice that the shop, Fala's shop, seems to be boarded up. You do see some City Watch members there as well. You wonder if it was like an investigation site or something.
Did you guys tell us that you killed her?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
What do you mean, you guys? No, as in just one person killed her.
and covered it up.
Yes, that we told you.
Yeah.
I helped. Well, actually, no.
If you guys
I think
keep
I don't think you guys
killing-
haven't.
We told you that Mikil confessed to killing Fala,
Mhm.
but I don't think Zymina and Mikil told you they went over there and cleaned up the crime scene. To my knowledge,
Yeah, because I snuck out.
and I caught his ass.
Yeah.
That's true. It was between us, so you guys are at least not. Zymina probably would not have told you guys,
Yeah.
so that you guys cannot be incriminated.
If we saw that though, I would tell the group that like,
Yeah.
hey, we cleaned it up. It should be fine. It should not trace back to us.
It doesn't. It's gonna trace back to us if you guys keep killing people that are in our neighborhood.
Okay, I'm sorry.
we
but
lower
my
our
daddy
voice,
god
please,
took
boss?
over my body.
Can't announce that so loudly.
Well, it's not the only piece of information about Mikil's indiscretion.
As you guys are walking inside the tavern right now, and you all take a seat.
Oh no, I would have waited to say that until we were inside.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought we were inside.
Okay, sorry. All right, you guys are all inside.
I would have said it inside. Everything is
Yeah.
inside.
Everything's inside.
You guys are all set down.
I'm casting
Be careful
out of trays.
Be careful if you want to make some drinks for everyone, you can. You all
Yep.
just kind of sit down around the
Mhm.
bar counter.
At least I don't have worm piss.
You don't.
I'm sending a paper bird to Megan, the
Yeah,
trainer,
good.
Perfect.
Okay.
just to know that we're ready for training tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, cool. You
I'll
have 2 full
also
days.
send one to Nanette just to let her know that we're back.
Cool. And it is about sunset right now. Okay, sundown. All right. So Strahd was telling you as to keep lower levels. You can't announce that unless if there's anything you want to say against him.
No, I don't say anything.
Okay. Krieg, are you okay? You look a bit concerned.
Well, seems that Mikil's indiscretion has led to a vacancy in the shop, and Strahd and Schemo are moving in.
What?
Stop!
Man,
Moving in here?
Into
What do you
Fall's
mean?
shop.
into Fall shop.
Here, as in, yeah, like the neighborhood. Like, that's her shock.
Yes, the neighborhood. Our neighborhood.
Well,
I've
actually, I'm
also
surprised
been-
Schema wants to work with them, but that
I've
sucks.
also been warned that if we interfere with their activities in any way, Manchun will blow up our home here.
But
Well,
he can't hurt you though.
Probably not when we're here.
Right, so it would have to be when
Anytime that
we're in the dungeon.
Undermountain.
Out of game, Craig. That is not what he said. It was a different place.
Wait, I misunderstood. I'm sorry. What
It's
did he
okay.
say?
He was looking, and I'll just reveal it too. He was looking to blow up the Raven Queen Temple in the City
The
of the
Raven
Dead.
Queen Temple in the City
Yes.
of the Dead. I'm sorry.
Not him targeting Oz.
What?
Wow, this is really turning out to not be a night for you, Oz.
Sorry, I meant that. I spaced
It's
there for a
stressful.
sec.
It's okay, Craig. I understand. That is not good news.
Oz actually stands up and starts pacing while trying to process.
He informed me that if they are to start anything, that something would happen to them.
I don't
But
believe
I
that
don't
for a
believe-
second.
I don't believe him for a second.
I don't either.
Also, the reason he killed Bonnie was not because I disrespected him. It's because I disrespected him in front of others. And he has an image to uphold.
Oh yeah, yeah. So he has a tiny penis and a bad ego. Cool.
I can see why they all fit in together. The Castle Lanterns are no better.
I'm wondering if there's any way we can weaken his image without us being attached to it.
Honestly, I don't think it's worth it, to be fair. Everyone already knows about Manchun and his ability that he could be a clone, he may not be a clone. It's all history, and I don't think he's as involved directly with things as his little faction is, so really, probably wouldn't matter.
I mean, being the head of the Zentarum.
Right, and the Zentarum has people across the entire world. They're a giant network.
I'd say
He's
his-
very well connected.
I'd say he's very well connected, and I'm sure he's using his resources against us in any way he possibly can.
Maybe. Though I'm sure he also has his own little side plans, and until we prove ourselves to be a bigger threat than what he expects us to be, we're only on his radar now because of Istrid and Schemo moving in, which is unfortunate. It seems rather quick for them to investigate and then let them move in.
I mean, Lyrell has
just-
pull with the city. She is the city. She can do whatever she wants.
That is true.
Her corruption
Also-
runs deep.
Manchu and the Black Network, he's very well connected too, and I'm sure Istrid and Schemo, I don't know, would be connected with people as well. Didn't you do a dossier or some research, Zymina, about Istrid?
I did. And I'm pretty sure, did I send that one to the Waterdeep Wazoo too? I felt like I did.
Yes.
Or I threatened to do it, I had yet to do it,
Yeah.
I think.
Because if she was working with government officials or authority or sergeants, that could help with this too, possibly.
Well, that all depends if Manchun is truthful about his threat to blow up or ruin the Raven Queen Temple, which I do agree would probably not sit well with the Raven Queen herself. And why would he want to enrage a goddess?
May I give
He
one piece of
knows
advice to
Yagra.
all?
He must know that Yagra is there. That is where we sent Yagra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
So it doesn't just hurt Cal, it also hurts me as well. If we were to
Who?
do something.
I just don't know
or
how he
Oz.
knows.
Sorry.
I'm going to I'm going to let you all handle this. I want to give one piece of advice to all of you. Do not try to instigate. Do not try to rock the boat as much as you want to. Let the battles happen in the Undermountain. Any type of inkling you have to try to hurt the opposing team, it's only going to be 10 times worse. Because they have nothing really to lose.
Now, out of game, I'm a little confused because he also just encouraged trying to fiddle with Istrid by submitting that information to the Waterdeep Wazoo. So, at the
Yeah.
same time, so Zymina just gives him like, well, you did just... Do you mean directly with the other 5, or do you just mean overall with anything involving them? Because they can ruin Istrid right here and now.
I know you can. But if she is harmed, I think Manchun and the others will find ways to hurt people around you too. Or hurt
I
your
don't think
soldiers.
she's harmed. I have a feeling Layrell will just
I-
bail her out of everything.
Zymina, he raises his voice. Zymina,
Oh no.
I had to talk to Lyrell about the extermination that was about to happen in this tavern, and luckily it did not happen. We're trying to de-escalate these situations as much as we can, because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to snowball if we do this.
Out of
That is
game,
why.
what extermination?
What
Well,
the-
the castle hunters we're gonna have on the
Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Yeah, they
Thanks,
threatened that.
God.
Yeah.
I think we were pretty early. We only got done with level 3. So we need to be careful about this.
out of game. How many levels are there again?
23.
Wait, we didn't level up, did we?
Not yet.
No, I mean,
That did
usually we...
extremely well.
Bitch. What if we go into level 4 right away?
Well, then that's your own problem. I told you. Yeah.
We can go down right away. We have
That's your own. You got
I know.
55 minutes left. I think you'll be fine.
I'm leveling
So,
up now.
he wishes you all a good night, and
One thing before we
Yes.
leave.
Mhm.
I agree with you that we need to stand down. Keep a watchful eye, but stand down from doing things to inhibit them. I think we can depend on each other and depend on our abilities, and we can get through this in a fair way.
Just know if they strike first, I don't have a problem with you retaliating. Just be
Understood.
careful.
I understand.
Alright. Farewell. And you see him turn into a bat. And flutters. As the
Oh,
sun
I
is
love
now.
it when he says that.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's gone now. So all four of you are in the tavern.
Well, I sent a paper bird to Megan the trainer, so the trainer. She should be here tomorrow if she's available, or at least the next day.
Sounds good. Can't wait to get our feats.
And if we do want to set up a meeting with Jarlaxle and Strahd, I suppose we can do it either at the end of tomorrow or the next day.
That sounds good.
Alright. So you guys all going to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Betty
Alright.
bye.
Are we gonna take watch?
I'll keep watch. for the
You have a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You have.
I mean, I can at this
No,
point.
I'll take first watch, and then when you get up, I'll go.
Well, I can do second and third then, because I only need 4 hours.
Right.
Thanks, new body.
And
Mikhail, when you get into your room, the other rats are there, and you see another rat there. Slurpee is back.
Oh. Slurp.
And he like runs up to you and crawls up your leg and just nuzzles your cheek.
oh my
And he's so
god!
happy. And he's like crawling over like a dog, like just excitement, just like rushing in and tackling you. Like he is like circling around you on your head and around your wings and everything.
Here, buddy. Oh my gosh. Is this a pleasant surprise? Is it because I died 34 times?
No.
You
it's 'cause
see
you
your
feel-
rats all line up and go like that,
Ah!
very creepily.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love that. I just can see them all
Yeah.
in unison, just staring at me with their beady little eyes. Just, oh my god. Well, it was worth it for you, Slurpee. It was so worth it.
He's getting really like clingy, and is like really being like very attentive and just wants to be next to you throughout the whole night.
Yeah. Yeah. He'll cuddle up right with me in my arms, in my mask.
You also it's weird, like, because when you're holding him, it's like he gives off a little bit of a new sulfur-ish odor.
That makes sense.
Remember that a little bit before, a little warm to the touch, but not, nothing too crazy.
You're fresh from the depths. I see, my good little fellow rat. From the depths, you shall acclimate to the surface soon enough.
Oh my god.
All right, you all get your sleep. So exhaustion is gone, abilities are good. You guys choose your spells, please, as well. The morning happens, and you guys are so refreshed because this is the first time in a long time, like more than 3 days, that you actually sleep in your own beds, in like an actual building instead of caves. And it's good. If you guys want to talk or anything, you can. Otherwise, you hear knocks on your door around 9 a.m.
I'm fine.
I'll go
Okay.
open the door.
I do
Alright.
have one thing, but I have to find my list.
Okay, fine. Do you want me to continue the Megan the Trainer thing, or do you need to do something, Miko?
Nope, I just have a potion of swiftness and a potion of resilience.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
So, Megan the Trainer comes out. Been a long time. How's it going, Zymina?
Going good. We're back and better than ever.
I can tell. I'm proud. Okay, y'all better sit around now. We're gonna get a table. We're gonna sit in a circle. Hi Craig. Hi Mikhail. Hello.
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 All right. We're all gonna get in front of the fireplace now. This is your last day of training. What have you thought about the training so far? Tell me.
I can see how looking for little things can enhance your perception of what you see. Everything matters.
Mikhail, get your ass over here.
Sorry.
Don't get behind that counter. Get your ass over here. Quit dawdling.
My titties were in my way.
Pitter patter.
Oh my
Put your titties back in you. Get in here.
Why are you in me?
Don't get in Zymina. No, keep your titties in. Don't get in Zymina. You see my titties? They're in. They're functional, okay? I'm very classy, very mindful.
What if they came
Very
out?
demure.
Mirror.
I knew that was gonna pop
What if
up in
they,
today's
what if they
session.
came out though? You know, who would judge? You know.
See, I'm not like other trainers.
Uh-huh.
I had to do that.
And this isn't like other taverns. We keep
Exactly.
our titties in, very
Keep
mindful.
it yes.
Oh my god. Get
All right.
Very
Alright.
respectful.
You actually see Megan smile a little bit and hands chairs over. So you all sit down and says, "This is your last day of training. This last day of training is the same for everyone. Everyone I train, because this is the most important one, especially in groups. All of y'all have been through hell, especially you." Looks through Mikhail. Looks at you. Y'all learned a lot. Y'all have your own paths. But whatever knowledge you get, you need to learn to work together as a team. And you need to be open together as a team. What I want y'all to do is I want y'all to give one positive thing you love about one another and one thing you think someone should work on.
I feel like I've been doing that nonstop the last couple of sessions, so Zamina's like, not this
That should be
again.
easy for you, but it is easier for some than others. But ultimately, I want y'all to really dig deep. And then I want one of y'all, all of y'all, I want all of y'all to then say something positive about yourself and something you need to work on about yourself. Shut up.
This feels like job orientation, and I hate it.
I'm gonna start with you. Looks at Oz.
Oh,
You're to my left. You're the closest thing to me. Plus your skin is pasty white. It catches my eye. I'm choosing you first.
Oh my god.
I mean,
what a read.
I can look different if that's the problem.
Well, you woke up and chose this today, so this is what you fucking get. You're going first.
Huh.
So, what I would like y'all do, we can go in order. You can talk about Zymina first. I want y'all to say one good thing about Zymina and one thing you think Zymina needs to work on. Go around. And I know when you're lying, so don't fuck around.
Be honest, Oz.
Yes.
This is the only time you'll ever get to be that way.
Zymina, stop it. No talk back, no fucking around, okay?
I really like that you're able to read people so well and call them out on their bullshit. And I think you need to work on maybe being a little bit more vulnerable with those close to you.
I'm sorry. I'm like, at me, I'm trying to hold back being sarcastic. Zymina's not laughing.
Yeah, I know. Mikhail, I really like how you're able to pull a joke out of thin air quite often. I think you need to work on choosing your moments, though.
I am laughing. In game. I know you're right. So.
Craig, I really like how protective you are of those around you. And I think you need to work on your filter at times.
Understood.
Now, what about yourself, Oz?
Oh, well,
She's looking really intensely at you, like through your soul.
not helping. I like,
Dig deep, Oz. There's got to be something. You telling me you haven't received any critiques in your life that you agree with?
well, I only have so many memories to work with, so
Oh, in case we didn't mention, we
That's
can't
fair.
remember anything beyond the last 3 years, so we have yet to have that returned to us. We're so sorry.
Yes, exactly.
If it would be easier, Megan, would be able to stick with the first part go around and then come back at the
Are you
self-reflections?
telling me how to do my job?
I'm asking if that would work better in this situation.
Oh, you're asking me now because it didn't seem like it ended in a question.
I'm trying to be vulnerable here, and you're making it very hard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you can see that she is being sincere with her response.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I heard the question in it.
No, seriously, if you can't think of anything, we'll go around. That's
I'm
fine.
trying to roleplay, Dan.
Sure, yeah, that would be better.
Okay, so Amina, since you have a lot to say, why don't you go next?
All right. Are we going in the same order? Do you want me to start with?
Oh my
I'm
God,
asking
just
you out of game
Okay.
because,
It's fine.
or do you want me to start clockwise?
You can just go around. It's fine. Not a big
Okay.
deal. Yeah.
Mikil. I love that you are so intelligent, so smart, so big-brained. But I feel like you do not apply it as much as you should. Because I've seen those sharp little witty parts of you, and they're underutilized. You could torch this city to the ground with your intellect alone. Prig. Everything about you is big energy. Your combat, your emotions. You just have a way of bringing everyone to life around you. But that comes with the downside of still not being able to control that anger and trying to control everything on the spot, which is very hard for any of us to do. And then she looks at Oz and goes, "You can be anything you want, not what anyone tells you to be. And I love that about you because you always stand to your own morals. And I think that can also be your weakness. You don't see that you don't have to always do that if you don't want to. But I have seen that change a little bit here and there, and I think you're getting better at it."
That was actually fucking beautiful.
And Meg, no, just kidding.
No!
Talk about yourself,
She
saying,
takes her leg and daintily puts it over her other leg. Okay,
Not like-
Samina. What do I need to work on? Tell me.
Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
slay.
Okay. Alright, I'm cool. Okay.
No, I had my doubts at first, but you have proven that you are, Megan, the trainer for a reason.
Damn right. And I'm proud of y'all. Really am. Mikhail.
Well, Sammy didn't say anything nice about herself or anything bad about herself.
Well, I thought we were going to do that on a second round so we could restart with Oz, but if you want me to do that, I
My
can.
bad, I
We're
missed
gonna
it.
do that at the end because I'm getting tired of this now.
Okay.
It's taking much longer than it needs to be. Let's just get it fucking over with.
Sorry, this is your assignment.
And you're taking fucking too damn long.
You know what took too damn long? Dying 34 times.
You want to know what took too fucking damn long? You arguing with me, so you better motherfucking go right now. Or you ain't getting no feet.
Okay.
You ain't getting no feet.
This is hard.
Right?
Want to be in a box
not
again?
as eloquent as Imina.
You don't have to
Go.
be. That's not the point, Mikil.
It is.
You be you.
No.
Oh, because I
I'm
was
gonna
so
just be
eloquent.
dumb and not be deep, and Megan's not gonna pass me if I'm not.
Oh my goodness.
I
I'm
think
getting
it's
really
falling.
bored.
So Oz, I like when you take over conversations with people because I feel like you just really know how to talk to people and relate to people, and I don't think you do it enough, and I think that's your flaw. Even though Krieg is the mastermind, which is his positive, I also think that you could be utilized more in talking and negotiating. But you also need the confidence to say the things that you want to say and not get in your mind so much. This is not me talking to Cal person.
I'm like, hold on, let's
Digs a little deep, doesn't it?
landing a little close to home there.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Craig, you are the mastermind. You are the strength. You are the 3-kill Ulquist. 3 shots. 1 kill. No, I'm just kidding. And we love that you are our big bugbear. But I have to agree that there can only be one chaotic in this group, and that's me. And you get 2 chaotic sometimes.
See, now that's a me.
Yeah,
That's a very
neutral, but-
Mikil thing to say.
I love that though.
Yes.
Selena, you are so knowledgeable, and you, as we were joking on break, you are such a big support in the nicest way.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's also my flaw that I can only ever be a support.
Yeah, exactly. You'll never be main character, so get over yourself.
Wow, she's even impressed. That actually dug a little deep. I feel so vulnerable.
But no, in all sincerity, your knowledge and you being able to think outside the box has helped me, like, understand my potential, Mikkel's potential, and yeah, it's like I can't think anymore. I'm done.
What about the negative?
Oh no, that you're not the main character.
Oh, that is the negative.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I've returned facing my normal
You'll
direction.
never be the
Okay.
main character. You'll always be support. So just do what you do.
Megan
never
looks
be-
at you, Craig.
Damn. Oh.
Oz, it seems at times you are unsure of yourself, and that is completely unfounded. And you are, in many ways, the conscience of our group. Zymina, your sassiness has a bite that sometimes angers others in a very drastic way. Not that it's gotten us into trouble very much, but you are also so intuitive on what needs to be done in dire situations. Thrice has your foresight led to victory for us,
If not more.
if not more.
Are you interrupting?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I just want to
checking.
tell Zymina she's doing a good job.
Mikil,
Okay.
your mouth gets us into trouble on
He looks at you, Mikil.
if not on a daily basis.
Maybe even hourly.
Twice now.
You can see Zamina's actually laughing. Like, this whole thing is just
Yeah.
like, she has a smile. You know, it's silly, but I mean, it's starting to feel more natural the longer we go on with it.
Mhm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a drive to continue on and an ingenuity that inspires me. If only it could be used for good.
No, that's not how I roll. Not my
Meanwhile, I mean,
forte.
it's like a little thought bubble pops up with ball and sacrifices. Yeah.
Well, before we end this, I want y'all to take all the knowledge you just learned and say a good thing about you that you're proud of, and then one thing you need to improve on. Oz, you had the most time, so I'm going to start with you, and you better have thought of something.
I am proud of who I am. But I do think that I agree with what everyone said, that I do need to claim that and not doubt myself as much as I have been.
All right. Zamina, how about you?
While I do appreciate all of the compliments, I imagine I have to be insightful with my 1,000 years plus of living, but I can only do better with that as time goes on. But I can see where, with that insight and confidence, can make me feel a little too much like I'm untouchable, and that can get us in trouble if we're not careful. So I will work on not being as sassy and confrontational. Pleasant, maybe. Not all the time.
Stretch of a word.
I still won't be a morning person, but I'll try.
All right. Mikhail.
Pass.
No, Mikhail. Did I give you permission to pass off to Craig?
No, I didn't.
You were the third one to fucking go. That means you go third again
I can't think.
this time.
I just know all the bad things about it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
you can't think. Well, then
Okay.
say them. Oh no, my internet?
Yep.
You're back.
I think you're back.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Mikhail.
Rumor right now.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay. Mikhail.
Okay. I like that I'm super intelligent, and I know I don't use that intelligence that well, and I give in to the chaos side more than the intelligence side. So I will try to be more demure, more mindful.
I'm not going to be like the mother Cancus.
Keep
Well,
those in check.
I don't really know what you mean by that, but I'm gonna be Mikkel, and I'm gonna be me. So I'm gonna
You're
try.
going to be classy when you talk. You ain't going to interrupt. You're not going to be like the mother Cancus who are
I've
loud. You're going to be
never
very
been-
classy. You're interrupting me. Listen. As much as all four of you I'm proud of, you have gone through the most here. I hated you in the very beginning. You were so annoying and pushing everything I was trying to do, but ultimately you did what you were told. And you have grown so much from it. Not a lot of people get through that last trial. A lot of them back out. But you stuck it through.
That's true. I forgot that was gonna be my answer. Is that I'm way stronger than I think I am.
You are.
That was my
And
answer.
sometimes you just need that push.
Yes.
Okay. I am proud of you. You got a lot of work to do, but I'm proud of you.
Thanks. I'm proud of you too.
Right. I don't know what that means. Craig.
Yes, Miss Trainer.
What do you need to work on, and what are you good about?
Well, I'm good at smashing things.
Okay.
Wow, so deep.
She looks
But-
at you, Mikhail.
But I could be better about indecision and and brashness when it comes to dealing with certain individuals, and it has led to others getting hurt. And I'm gonna work on that.
Well, all of you had some good thoughts. For yourselves and for others. This is why I do this on day 5. Because no matter what you're specializing in, no matter what you're training in, when you're in a group of people, you need to realize what you excel at and what you need to work on. And how others perceive you. Because sometimes you need other perspectives to truly see what you are capable of. What people notice you for. I hope with all of this, you all can come together and really, truly understand who you are and what you can do to continue to help this team. I am, again, very proud of all 4 of you. And it is my honor and privilege, as Megan the trainer, the 56th, you all have
56.
graduated. You're all now fully trained.
Woohoo!
Out of game, you get all of your feats.
Thank
Yay.
God.
Alright.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is the perfect time. I forgot to give this to you guys last time. Oz goes behind the bar and pulls out, like, a stack of snowflakes from the last exercise.
Aww.
I made one for everybody, and they start handing them out.
Aw,
Nice.
that's so cute,
Right.
Snowflake. I died 34! No, I'm just kidding.
36. 34? No, sorry.
Are they painted like
34.
like a deep blue to reflect like Raven Queen, or are they just like
No,
white
they're just
snowflakes?
white paper snowflakes. They're just giant because I had giant pieces of paper and a massive scythe.
Thank you, Oz.
Thanks, Oz. If anything, I think this gives us a nice little idea to celebrate for winter. Maybe we can have more of these put up around the tavern. In our attempt to be jolly.
Sure.
Alright. She stands up. I think my time here is done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But that doesn't mean this has to be goodbye. I mean, whenever we do open the tavern, you are welcome to stop by.
I appreciate it. It's not quite my style, but I do like you 4. Don't look at me like that, Mikhail.
Sorry. You just put a lot of money into this place. And it's like
Well,
never
maybe you should
open.
have it open for business then, instead of being sourpusses.
Yeah, you're so right, Megan. We should totally do that. Thank you for that riveting feedback.
You keep watching that mouth of yours.
Yeah, gets me in trouble.
Wow, it's like that conversation didn't happen.
Well, I'm going to
Hey
leave,
now.
and I'm going to head back into my lamp. See y'all later.
Your
And you see
lamp?
her nod, and bam, a little cloud of pink smoke goes around. She is gone.
Not her lamp, not her being a genie.
What?
Yep.
Is she a genie? Like, for real?
Dijon. Mm-hmm.
Jin.
Jin, yeah.
We love that.
A gin.
I did that.
Surprise! Yep.
Play.
That's how she got all those things just to appear out of it.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Dan.
So,
Oh, there we go.
okay. So yeah, we have about 25 minutes left. I'm sure if you guys want to quickly talk about your feats, you can. Otherwise, if there's anything else throughout the day,
I think it'd be nice to describe which feat we got after multiple sessions of now having
Yeah,
her.
that'd be
Sure.
a great idea.
why don't you guys talk about it? Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
Mikhail, you got tough, right?
So yeah, so my feat is tough, and I get +2 hit points for every level that I am already, and then I will get +2 hit points in addition to my when we level up and I roll my health, I will get +2 every time.
Nice.
So I just gained 14 hit points.
And what
Yay.
health did you go from and to?
Yeah, so I just went from 50 to 64, which is quite a big.
Yeah, bitch, that's the same one I have.
So
Okay, we're tied for both squishy.
Yeah, I'm so happy because I
love
just
that.
hate being so squishy, and especially after now, fucking Xanathar trying to intimidate me with Nihilor, I'm like, I'm getting tough, so he can't get my brain. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Simena?
Well, I chose the feat called Observant, and its description, because I have no creativity at all, is quick to notice details of your environment. You gain the following benefits: increase your intelligence or wisdom score by 1 to a maximum of 20. I chose to increase my wisdom from 18 to 19.
Nice.
I could do intelligence, but it would be the same regardless, and it would put in my stat another odd number, so I'm like, let's focus on other scores for now. The other two parts of this is, if you can see a creature's mouth while it is speaking a language you understand, you can interpret what it's saying by reading its lips. And then I also have a +5 bonus to my passive wisdom, which is perception, and passive intelligence for investigation, which brings my passive perception up to 22,
Yeah.
my passive investigation to 16. So that might help with like passively just noticing things in
It
a
will.
room to help us
Yeah.
with 4 rolls.
And I think especially with the book later levels, like some people need like passive perception of 20, so it's definitely going to help, I think. So that was really good you took that.
It was
I'm very
mainly
happy.
to reflect further on what my character's good at and continuing to focus on that. And since like we knew we would be doing a lot of dungeon exploring, taking advantage of this, Megan the trainer that we got from that noble really did help kind of go, well, we should do something that might help for the dungeon. So that's what her thought process was.
Yeah. No, definitely. How about you, Oz?
I got the slasher feat. So I have learned where to cut to have the greatest results, and that gives me an increase to either my strength or dexterity. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it for dexterity, even though melee weapons usually are strength based, right?
Usually.
But
weapon-
if I
yeah, weapon
add
are.
it to my dexterity, it'll raise my modifier from +2 to +3.
Nice.
So
That's
I
good.
think I'll do
That'd be useful.
that.
Mhm.
And then once per turn, when I hit a creature with an attack that deals slashing damage, I can reduce the speed of the target by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
That's cool.
And then when I score a critical hit that deals slashing damage, I grievously wound it until the start of my next turn, and then the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
that
That is
combined
cool.
with my Grim Reaper's scythe,
Yeah.
I got all that, and then the scythe deals an additional 1d6 necrotic damage on a successful hit. As a bonus action, I can gain temporary hit points equal to the damage dealt. And if I kill a creature with the scythe, I can add it to my soul pool in the scythe. So
'Cause
then
you're at
that
9
would...
right now, right?
I am
9
at
out of
9.
10.
So another thing I can do is I can utilize I can expend those souls to add an additional d6 to the next hit. And I can also, during a short rest, use one of the souls to heal myself by a d6. Yeah, that's it.
Also, one thing, and I think you may know this too, you do have the free action of doing like a speak with dead with the souls in your scythe as well.
Yeah.
So, because you utilized it once when you
Yeah, to
were
talk
in yeah. So you
to-
can do that anytime. You can talk
Yeah.
to the souls in your scythe about that.
Didn't I talk to Helena?
I don't think you have. Like she was kind of in this. I know you talked to Azana and Jacob were there, and you also talked to the vampire guy. the cosplayer, the
yeah.
actor. hmm Yeah, I think his name was Wilford, Wilfrim. Let me see here.
I didn't put his name down. I just called
I have it for you.
bandit with vampire garb.
It's Wilford Wilford Grimley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does he have a mustache?
Does
That's
he talk
Wilford
about
Grimley.
Oh my
Does
goodness.
he talk about diabetes?
No.
Diabetes.
Swap it.
I have, and Wilford is Wilford, Wilford Grim. Hold on. I think it's Williford. Sorry, Williford. That's the name I have. Not Wilford, Williford. With one L. Williford Grimley. That's the name we have.
Initiative is +3.
Yep. Because you have Azana, Jacob, Marvin, Helena Airston, the hairless dwarf from Xanathar's lair that was scrying.
Yep.
One of the kobold, a Kuatoa.
Yep.
Williford, and then a living unseen servant that was Midna's.
Yep.
So all that's in there. And then Craig, what is your feat that you got?
So the feat I picked is called Sentinel. I have mastered techniques to take advantage of every drop in an enemy's guard, gaining the following benefits. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. Creatures will provoke opportunity attacks from me, even if they take the disengage action before leaving my reach. And then when a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than me, and that target doesn't have this feat, I can use my reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Which is super helpful if you and
That's
Oz
so
are
good.
both within melee range, which you might be more than the other two of us. So that's such a good feat for you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think all of you. I honestly think with that $10,000 goal, 10,000 dragon you had to help the noble to get those feats, that was probably the best decision for you guys. Because now you have this forever moving forward when you go into the Undermount, and I think it allows. Oh, hi Tyler. It helps get out of some tricky situations. So big congratulations to your 4 again.
Yay!
I think it's great.
Yay!
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
And
Sorry.
we level up to level 8.
And like at the end of the stream, yes.
Okay, BRB then.
Okay. I will continue this then when Zaimina is gone. So, a couple hours pass. You do get a letter from, Nanette Oz saying that she can't visit today, but she will come tomorrow.
Okay.
She will talk to you tomorrow. And then you guys hear another knock on the door a couple hours later.
Oh boy. Okay. I go open the door.
You open the door. So you see Renair, followed by, oh my gosh. There you go. Followed by the 3 children.
Hey!
I knew it, you, because we didn't go visit them. Of like they're gonna come visit
Yeah.
us.
So you,
Oh boy.
Renair Neverember is one of the, I guess, like leaders or just head people of the Harpers.
Yep.
Which Oz is currently a member of, and they were one of the first allies that our group has met as well. And then also these are 3 orphans that you guys came across. So we have, oh, they don't show, I can't print it out, but I'll just show you the tokens. So we have Nat here, who is deaf, but she's the eldest out of the 3 and is pretty powerful. You also have Jenks, who always has an owlbear with him. And
Owlbear Stuffy, not
Stuffy,
an actual owlbear.
And then you have Squidly, He was this tiefling that has an eye patch on. He was more extroverted. When you open the door, Oz, you see probably like a good 3 to 4 foot big stuffed owl bear in front of the door. And Jenks is about 10 feet from you guys. Nat and Squilly are next to them, and actually kind of giving like Jenks the lead on this, and Renair is behind him. Jenks says,
God.
"Hello, Oz.
Hey, how are you
Hi.
guys doing?
We doing well. It's been a while. We heard a lot of things have been happening. Renair has brought us in. We're part of the Hoppers now.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. I'm learning a lot. I've been practicing cantrips.
Hey.
I'm I Sacred Flame is really a lot, so
It
I've been
is.
practicing on white. And
Prestidigitation?
yes, I've been visiting the presentation, doing that too. But I like you see the three of them, like Nat and Squidly, they're not as social. They're keeping, this is kind of more of a Jenks thing. And Renair is kind of like making sure nothing happens, but is looking around as well, being very like observant. I wanted to say thank you for giving a chance on us. We were really struggling and eating food that was probably rotten.
Hmm.
And now, since we have the hoppers, we can. It's like a Kimarie.
Holding back insults.
Sure. This is
know.
worse than dying 34 times.
Oh my.
I really, we really don't get a lot of chances, and my owlbear always helped me, so I figured you guys can have one in case you needed some help too, if you have rough days. So
Thank you, Jenks.
You're welcome. I was told we can't come inside, but I wanted to leave this out there for you guys, and I hope that you think about us and you're proud of us, and I want you all to be good too. I hope the owlbear helps you through the darkest times, and when you're really having rough days or bad thoughts, that you can look at it and be better.
This is fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome. Can you tell Quig I say hello too?
I surely will.
Alright. That was pretty much it. I just want to wish you all the best, and hopefully we see each other sometime soon.
I hope so too.
Alright. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
And they all walk off. Renair gives a slight nod to you. The other children just walk with him.
Great.
Ah, a special guest.
He's here.
Oh, there's
yeah.
yeah. There.
Right? Yeah, I'll
Gone.
bring the
Yeah.
owlbear inside.
Yeah.
Stuffy.
You guys don't have a name for the. Yeah, I guess if you want to come up with a name of the owlbear, you can, but I'll leave you guys to it.
Rip it open and see if there's anything inside.
Mikhail, if you harm this in any fashion, I will pluck your feathers out.
Okay, but at least shake it or make sure
It's just stuffy.
maybe there's
Goodness.
maybe Renair gave us something special and it's
Just
in there.
ritual cast detect magic to put Mikhail's mind at ease. I'm just like,
And I will do an investigation check to make sure there's no hidden pockets or anything.
You do an
Trap.
investigation. Zamina, you're like, I can't believe I have to do 10 minutes on this fucking stuff down.
yes, for real.
You're like,
But you know what? I'm being more vulnerable, and I'm just saying,
Yeah.
as I'm contemplating, well,
Sure.
I'm happy that the children are doing well. I figured they'd be better off on their own than here. And I'm glad they ended up with the Harpers instead of, in worse situation. But that couldn't have happened without you and Krieg caring for them. You could tell she's trying to take the vulnerableness to heart, but not overly so, because obviously she can't put too much emotion into these children. She didn't have a lot of stock in, but she's trying.
Oh, what did you get on your investigation, Oz?
Um,
Not magical, so I mean, you
17.
don't detect anything. 17. Okay. From the looks of it, it looks pretty normal. Pretty new as well. Looks like it is fresh. You do notice that kind of like near its tail there is a little bit of a wet spot. You wonder if like it accidentally got dropped or something, and they tried to get it off a
Wipe
little
it off.
bit and try it off. But there's just like a little bit of tinge of discoloration on the right side of its tail. But it looks like it's just a gift. It's like a stuffed bottle bear. For you
Cool.
to have. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, while we're here too, we did have a couple spell books to give to Rashal, didn't we?
Did you pick up any?
I thought we did. Did we not? Or were we talking about Marta's
I think we
spell
already
book? Should
did
we
it.
had?
Yeah, it was Marta's.
Last session.
Okay, I didn't know if it was
Yeah,
any
Marta.
other ones we had come across in addition.
From your knowledge, it's only Marta's that was mentioned.
Okay.
But she doesn't have hers, and you guys have yet to find the book to give.
Right, that I know. I just didn't know if we had a
Yeah.
separate one. But I was like, oh, maybe I'm thinking of that one then. And we talked about giving it to Rashal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Yeah. No, as time happens, it is getting close to night. You guys do hear another knock on your door. It is
Right.
about 11:30, close to midnight.
This isn't the same day as Megan the trainer, right? We're not in the
This
next
is all
day.
same day.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
just making
okay.
sure.
All same day.
I'm in bed.
All right.
Okay, I'll go to the door with Oz then.
Yeah.
Okay. Because did you send that letter to Jarlaxle, right? To meet with.
No, we had discussed if we wanted to do that, and we never really got a chance to go back with it. But seeing as we have 7 minutes left, unless we're gonna go longer since tomorrow's Labor Day, we can also do it next episode. We can discuss off stream if we did
Okay.
do that. If that's easier for you.
That's okay, because I was just gonna say he's outside your door right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
surprise!
Okay.
And we would have contacted Strahd at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you haven't done that, he still was gonna come.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's here.
Immediate paper bird just dropped. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? Yeah. No, Oz is actually gonna do that. I'm gonna leave the
What?
door to Zymena and go send a paper bird to Strahd.
Okay. Nice.
He just showed up if you've got time right now.
Yeah, right. I'll open the door and let Jarlaxle in, if that's his intention to come inside, that is.
Yeah. He has his hand like on the edge. He has his legs crossed. Did you miss me?
Every minute of every day.
Oh, I know that's a lie. That's okay.
Okay.
I'm coming in anyway. All right. Hello, everyone. I get my comfy seat. Oh, there we go. How are things?
Oz will go behind the bar and pull out some wine. Since Mikhail is in bed.
Sleeping.
The cork went back in it.
That's what they say in their sleep.
Yeah.
I can give them
Nose.
sixth sense.
Oh, poor piss! God! What a nightmare.
Yes. Well, I didn't want to take too much of your time, Slav. I thought maybe we can exchange information. See how the level went. All that lovely stuff.
I think that would be a good idea.
Alright. So, I'll let you know kind of what happened on our end. I'm sure you heard from Tweedledee and Tweedlefuck that we killed the goblins and hobgoblins at the Legion of Azeroth.
Mhm.
Genocide, sounded like.
Whatever, tomato, potato, it doesn't fucking matter, they're dead. But they're gone. So
So you
Xanathar,
sided with the drow, then I take it.
I've sided with the Drow. Xanathar has his.
Hmm.
So we are doing our own little, oh, Xanathar's bad, oh, Triss is bad. But they have no fucking idea, love. So Trissa and I were taking control of the whole Stormholder conglomerate and having access to later levels so we can have more of a Drow influence. Xanathar is calling control of Skullport and then is making his way up to the other levels. Just in case there's any funny business. Or anyone coming down.
Hmm.
I have Trissa wrapped around my finger. She pretends to be so coy and so smart, but she hasn't gotten fucked in weeks. Not
Well, is
saying that that's
possible?
motivation, but let's just say we both got a little wet together with that water deprivation or whatever that was. Waterboarding, yes. That's something that I haven't tried
Yeah, I
before.
saw that one.
What? Oh yeah, wasn't it great?
Yeah, we did see the dungeons. Yeah.
Not,
Yes.
not really my scene, but it was
Inflicting, sure, but
Yeah, you're the
participating.
celibate one. Yeah, the right. The
Mistress.
religion. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's been the whole shebang with this. But how's everything with you?
Well, we actually didn't kill either side. Though I think, despite being a drow, I think Trissa is a little too heretical to do anything of use. Her love for Lolth is beyond insane. And insanity has no place in strategy.
I can give you a piece of information because I like you. As he just like leans against you.
Like a nudge.
Yeah, she's a drow
Mhm.
priestess of Loth love.
Ah, priestess. That would make more sense. We assumed some sort of cleric, but I guess priestess is close enough.
She can heal others, but she follows Loth and have their own set of skills and abilities. Personally, it gives me the ick. I hate spiders myself. It's
right.
but driders are very attractive. I don't understand how that happens, but it's just something about an upper body.
It's the
and
rippling abs.
Oh fuck! Oh, there you are. Yes, rippling abs really help.
It just comes out of nowhere.
It is really interesting how we all have different perspectives on this. I really find the spiders more fascinating than the driders.
Yeah.
Granted,
I
the
don't-
driders seem to go insane, and I would hate to be transformed as such a thing.
Yeah, I don't want that either. But, you can try anything once. I haven't tried a drider yet, but... The reason I'm here is, again, more than this.
Hmm.
I am wondering what the big picture is with this, right? It's like looking around. Strahd isn't here, is he? And please be honest with me.
No, not yet.
I don't trust him.
And why is that?
I believe him and Lyra have something to gain. I've been really thinking about this. I'm thinking, why us? Why are we the expendable ones? Because we're bad people? What
I mean, she could
do
tell
they-
he's just musing, and she's not like, that's obviously not why in her mind. But she's entertaining his dialogue.
Can I do an insight?
Sure.
Right, like I wanted to. Just wanted to see what he was going to continue saying before I did.
Sure.
Because I'm observing him, so I'm like, well.
Sure. If you want to roll an insight, you can right now, or in the future you can, that's fine.
18.
18.
I got a +6.
Oops.
Very hard to read. Seems to be telling the truth.
23?
Oh,
16 plus 7. We're very close in wisdom, so it's very nice that we both have that kind of potential.
So, Oz, with your insight, pretty hard to read, but you think for the most part he's being honest. Zymina, this is one of the first times you can really get into his vulnerability and listen. He seems to be really telling the truth. He really thinks there is some sort of big plan that Lyrel and Strahd Don't know. He thinks that there's this conspiracy or something else that is happening. As to why he's thinking, why us? Why is this the war options? Like, what is the purpose of this? And I'm going to leave it there, and we're going to end the session.
Okay.
Something to think about.
Nice.
So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys, you are now officially level 8.
Yay!
We can roll for help after the stream.
Woohoo.
And you guys got your feats too, so please update everything. I'll take a look as a DM myself to try to remember what you guys have.
Yep.
And hope you guys all enjoyed too. So we'll see what happens with this continuous conversation with Relaxel, and I love you all so much. Remember, this is Roll Or.
Roleplay.
Bye guys.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching.
Bye.